Get on. Did that wake up, get your mind right. Real talk, no fluff, no sidelines. We outside, bring the truth to the sunrise. DAM, yeah, we coming at the right time. Dangerous.
What up, though? It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm extremely excited. Today is a phenomenal day. Happy Wednesday. Yeah. And y'all know what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Smoke Show. What up, dog? What's happening? It's A Life Podcast, and of course, this is DAMN. I am super excited. Hold up. Wait a minute. What's going on with you? I will be right back because I forgot my coffee and my sponsors. Yeah, no. What we not going to do is forget the coffee and the sponsors. So in the meantime, in between time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my camera off and I'm going to let y'all hear the brand new joint because this is going to come into play a little bit later. So I'm going to play the brand new joint. It is called Pause because it's a whole lot of sassies out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this joint and then we're going to make it happen and I'll be right back.
Pause. Nah, run that back. Hold up. Did he just? Yeah, we clocking that. Pause. It's a sassy alert. Pause. Hold up. Boy, you're doing the most in the shirt. Pause. Wait. Why you capping like that? Pause. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Walk in the room, I'm smooth, I'm chill. You walk in extra overkill. Voice got a switch when the camera's on. Energy change like a chameleon. I ain't mad, I'm amused, I grin. But the whoop siren going off again. Say one thing, then you spin that twice. Now we gotta hit you with the pause device. That's a sassy alert. Boy, you're doing the most in the shirt. Why you capping like that? Bring it back. Bring it. Did. Alert.
Yeah, that's the anytime we see something pause worthy, that is the jam. It's called Pause. This is going to be a phenomenal show. Y'all already know the one thing I don't do is duck smoke, but we've got some rules when it comes to the smoke show. First of all, first thing we need to do is make sure that each and every one of you is hit that like button, hit the notification bell, subscribe, make sure you comment, the whole nine. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have not shared the video, I'm gonna need y'all to share the video. It is that important, man. And also, we're going to cover some good, fun stories. If, in fact, you or someone you hate wants the smoke, hey, come on up here because your boy has no problem giving you what it is that you say that you want. I want you to have it. I want you to have it in the worst way. I want you to just take that link and copy it and let's make it happen because, listen, that's just what happens around these parts here. Okay. That's it right there. Okay. So, anywho and anyhow, I am excited today because there's a lot that has been happening over the past few days. So, what I want to do, because I don't want to start off the show real heavy, right? There is this young man on Instagram, and I guess they're doing like desktop stand-up comedy. And what I thought he said, was it the funniest thing in the world? No, but it damn sure made me go, you know what? I like where he went with it. So I'm gonna play this for y'all. Y'all let me know what's what. And we're gonna get it popping here. Let me see if this is it. I'm pretty sure this is it. All right, cool. Let's get it. Let me run that back. And we're waiting.
Black captain of my high school swim team. They used to call me Obama Phelps, which doesn't even make sense. That's just 2 last names. I just hear, let's go Obama Phelps. I grew up in a small town called South Windsor, and they made a documentary about where I'm from. It's called Get Out, which I think is a pretty accurate depiction of my life in Connecticut. Like, I remember there were so few black people in my town that the way I found out that another black family moved in is that white people kept calling me David. And I was like, oh, okay, so there's a black family with a kid named David, right? And then I remember I was at the store one time. I was like 15 years old at the store, and I turned down an aisle, and I see a black kid, and I'm like, David? And he turns and he looks at me, and he's like, Gary? And we held each other and cried for like 3 hours. It was beautiful. I was like, I have so many missed messages for you. He's like, I got missed messages for you. I became.
Listen, I'm not saying that that's what happens when black people move into white neighborhoods, but I am saying that sometimes that's how it goes. What up, TZ? Grand Rising. Shout out to all of my YouTube members. You better thank a YouTube member. I am so thrilled that you are here. It means the world to me. And there has been a lot going on. I found something on the internet that I thought was extremely interesting. It talks about people who are most likely to succeed in this world. And I wanted y'all to see it because I just thought it was so poignant. Let's check it out. Yeah. Let's run this back because, got to hit y'all with the refresh. And the sound. Oh, I know you lying. It's because I'm black. I paid my internet bill this month.
ADHD people. There's not a single substance in this world that truly comes close to what an ADHD hyperfixation feels like. People with ADHD are some of the most intelligent, driven, and motivated people in the world. They might have laundry piling up, dishes in the sink. They might be late to everything. But what an ADHD person has is obsession, okay? They will out-obsess you on anything. And zero time distance between idea and execution. They are impulsive. When they want something, they go and get it. People with ADHD are nearly destined to become millionaires if they monetize what gives them dopamine.
Who's destined to become a millionaire?
ADHD people. There's not a single substance in this world that
Listen, I think that woman is brilliant. I think we need to applaud that woman because she just told y'all what it was. The reason I'm not going to lose, that ADHD kick in, listen, I'm unstoppable. But let me tell you this. A lot of times, I just don't even think it's the ADHD. I think it's just the fact that I don't want to lose. I don't want to go work for somebody. I don't want somebody telling me what to do. Like, that is a personal pet peeve of mine. Don't tell me what I can and cannot do. Please don't, because I'm just going to prove you wrong for S's and gigs. And by the way, if you got something you want to say, if you got a beef, if you got something you want to get off your chest, this is the Smoke Show. So I want to make sure I hit it. Okay, who the hell is this? Is this a troll? This looks like a troll. Ninjas built everything except Africa. I'm not African, so that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm foundational Black American. Y'all gonna have to go someplace with that, right? The Jesse Jackson came up with African Americans because, listen, Pan-Africanism, y'all got me confused. Yeah, I'm from Philly, but I'm not Dr. Umar. Pan-Africanism is a scam. I said what I said. All y'all running around here calling yourselves African Americans if you want to. If you are African American, then how come you don't have dual citizenship? How come whenever we do something, they're the first persons, the same Africans that y'all claim that y'all are tied to are the same ones telling you, hey, you're not us. But speaking of which, and I'm not talking about all Africans, I'm talking about the tethers. Anyway and anyhow, you want to talk about good Africans, phenomenal Africans that are doing phenomenal things? Let me explain something to you. Dadia's blend. And y'all can tell I use it because there's not a lot here. And of course, I done went through more than half of the chicken base. Stop judging me. I am Black. DadiasBlend.com. It's a phenomenal season. It comes in chicken base, and we got the Got the beef base. So if you if you like, let me tell you something. We did a pot roast. I did it in the slow cooker. I put some of this Dadia's blend in there with some carrots and some onions and some potatoes. Phenomenal. But when you want your vegetables to sink, if your kids don't like vegetables, you put some of this Dadia's blend vegetable base on it. Man, listen. Mwah. Manja. So go to dadiasblend.com. Let's make that happen. So just want to make sure I get that out the way. Explicit Intel said everybody's got a price. Somebody's got to pay. Because the $1 Million Man always gets his way. Listen. Shout out to Ted DiBiase doing great things for Black people out here, especially the Black people who are incarcerated, helping to prevent recidivism. Absolutely. So, you know, that is my guy, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. It is sad to know that Ted DiBiase never made $1 million while he was the $1 Million Man working for Vince McMahon, but that's a story for another day. The man is absolutely phenomenal. He is a soldier out here for our people, but that's nobody better than the $1 Million Man. Listen, the only person I would say who's on the level of Ted DiBiase is the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, willing dealing, son of a gun. Woo! The Nature Boy. But no, I really feel like Ted DiBiase is unsung and always very kind to me, always very knowledgeable, giving of his time. Phenomenal dude. And if you haven't gone and got my last record, for those of you who haven't got my last record, if you love Ric Flair, there's a song called Dave Anderson, the Business Bully, the best thing going. Dave Anderson, For those of you who love Ric Flair, you might find the Nate on a record with your boy. Woo! Anywho and anyhow, let me tell y'all something. There's a lot of stuff going on out here in these streets, and a lot of it is just not good. And this is sometimes where Black people lose me. So in LA, there is a woman named Chef Marilyn, and a lot of people sent me this story. And sometimes when you send me a story, you got to keep in mind that I'm going to look into it. And when I look into it, if I find something, listen, it's going to be a thing. And you ain't going to like always what I find. And so a lot of times this whole let's make this go viral thing can backfire on you. So what I want to do is I am going to share this with you, let you see what happened, and we're going to discuss. And I want your comments. Make sure you let's get those super chats, let's get those likes up, let's start sharing this, because the only way for people to give a damn is for you to give damn out to people right now. That's right. Dave Anderson Morning News is live and on the air, and we need you to make sure that people know what we got popping. All right. So let me share this for you, and we're going to refresh this so that you can actually get it here.
Make this go viral because I need everybody to know in Los Angeles, California, it is not safe.
These two young ladies walked into my life February 7th, this one at the fundraiser, told me that she wanted to help me. This one came out on the 9th, said that they wanted to help me. They promised that they would not abuse me, do anything wrong, disrespect me, and they did just the opposite. They made me an employee. They've taken everything that I own in here. I can't even get a meal out of here, and I built it.
They can do that.
They're doing it because they said they were coming in to help me.
I need help. I need financial help. I don't have a dime. I'm just trying to save this.
They're lawyers, young lawyers.
I trusted them. I'm not a family-owned business. I started it 37 years ago.
And they said they're changing the name. They said they're changing the name. And if you call right now, they answer, best soul food in LA. I built this. I own every piece of equipment in there. And they think because I let somebody else take advantage of me, they're getting away? No.
Do you still have keys to your place?
I don't know if they changed the locks. I have not tried the lock.
Where your key you got? Huh? Let's go try your key. Yes. They done changed the locks.
Yeah, they changed the locks. Yeah, they did.
Why are we doing this to each other? I don't deserve this. These women have not been here 2 months yet. Okay, they got a taste of what comes through daily, And my thing was my overhead with State Board of Equalization, with the roof falling and everything else. These people came in and they are clocking and taking all the money and will not pay me and will not even feed me. This is horrible. And now they changed the locks on the door. That they need to be arrested. This young lady right here, Sierra Carter, presented me with this card when she introduced herself to me with one of her clients. And she also informed me that she is the attorney for Cardi B and Mary J. Blige, and she works at this law firm, okay? And then this is Channing Smith, another lawyer, and she works right here. And their companies need to know what these two young Black women have done to a Black icon in this city that's been here for 38 years. And, you know, they both have mothers. How could they do this? If somebody did this to their mother, what would they say? What would they say? It's been a little over 6 weeks, not quite 2 months, and they've taken everything from me. Everything. Nobody's paid me for no equipment. Nobody's paid me for any of this stuff. And they just taken everything from me. When I tried to get 2 plates of food just a few days ago, I was told by an employee that they've been instructed not to give me anything. I'm too mad to cry. Any other time I would be crying, but no, I'm ready to fight. Okay? I don't care how young they are or whatever.
Shame on you, ladies. Shame on you.
Please make this go viral because I need everybody to know in Los Angeles, California, it is not safe.
These two young ladies walked into my life February 7th.
So let's run this down the rabbit hole. So this is one of the young ladies that she's talking about. Her name is Sierra Carter. She works at a place called LaPointe Law, right? She is a lawyer. That part is true. Here's why I don't like the Negroes. And I want to be real clear about the Negroes. Okay. A lot of you Negroes out here get real hyped up on emotion. But what did Kanye tell Sway? How, Sway? You don't understand this, Sway. You ain't been doing the education. So that's Sierra Carter. The other person in question is a woman named Channing, right? And that is her. This is her page. And what we have here is what their response to this is. So before we start getting mad, let's run everything. And here we go.
And my name is Channing. I grew up in South Central LA, and I've always known of, the legacy of Chef Marilyn and her soul food. And a few months ago, I became aware that the restaurant was in significant financial trouble, and my best friend Sierra asked that I partner with her to help her keep this soul food legacy going.
Once we started talking more with Chef Marilyn, we realized that we had to move quickly because she was on the verge of losing her business forever because of so much outstanding debt. Everything in this space that we're standing in would have been gone. The employees wouldn't have had any jobs. Up until that point, the employees weren't even being paid. There were so many unpaid bills. We had to set up a new business structure with Chef Marilyn following a bankruptcy. It was the only way to keep the restaurant open, pay the bills, pay the employees, pass the payroll. We were even paying her outstanding debts that she had to keep the business around. We also paid for her bankruptcy attorney.
We asked Chef Marilyn if she wanted to be a member of this new business structure, and she said no. She told us she only wanted to be a chef. So we made this deal with her where she would receive proceeds from the restaurant and the catering, and where she would be compensated for her work in the kitchen and for us to use her name, likeness, recipes. Since we've made that deal, though, she hasn't been coming into the restaurant regularly. She didn't share those recipes. We have tried over and over to get her to meet with us for over the last 2 weeks. We've paid Marilyn everything that we owe her so far under our deal, and instead she made this video yesterday saying terrible things about us. And we're heartbroken. All of these statements are not true. It would just be too long to list with all the receipts that we have, and so we do want to sit down with Chef Marilyn and we want to resolve this.
We don't want people to walk away from the restaurant, especially because they believe in something that isn't true. It will only hurt the employees and the business that we were working so hard to save.
we really do care about the staff here, and we want to make this restaurant business sustainable and keep it in the community, because that was always our intention.
Hi, my name is Sierra.
And my name is Channing. I grew up.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Did y'all get in your feelings before we got all the info? Did you get in your feelings? I feel like Dr. Umar. Did you get in your feelings, brothers and sisters, before you got the information? Did you get in your feelings, brothers and sisters, before you got the information? Did King Kong consciousness not tell you about the information? Listen, so here's what's happened. And this is what happens when, respectfully, utter nigritude meets old, put the money in the mattress type behavior. At first, when I saw this, I felt what you felt, which is like, oh, how are they going to do that to this little old lady? But then my logical ADHD brain started kicking in. And I said to myself, self, and I said, yes. I said, self. I said, yes. I said, self. I said, damn it, get to the point. I said, why isn't she talking to the bar association? That's point number one. Point number two, how come she didn't call any of the news affiliates about this? Why are we going to Hood Booger News? No disrespect to Hood Booger News. But why are you going to the vertical camera phones? Why are we doing camera phone news? Why aren't we having a conversation? And I'm so tired of these folks out here. Let's make this go viral. All right. The other part of that is when you sign a deal, whatever the deal is, and as a person that has acquired companies doing what they're doing right now is what's called creative financing. Creative financing is we don't necessarily need to put all the money up. We're going to pay you out this particular way. And then on top of that, we're going to pay for your bankruptcy lawyer because you need to file Chapter 11. Otherwise, they're going to take your equipment. They're going to take your name. They're going to take the building. So these two black women came in and gave her a lifeline. And then she got her check and bounced. And so when you don't show up and you don't live up to your end of the bargain, yeah, I'm changing as a business owner. Yeah, I'm changing the locks. Yeah, I'm getting ready to make sure that this goes the way it needs to go. And so you got to start asking yourself, why didn't Chef Marilyn call legal aid? Nobody just comes and just jacks your situation unless you let it happen. I'll give you a better example. We talk about Walt all the time, aka Mr. Tendenism, right? I know his manager, I know his attorneys. Like, that situation is when people come in and they help. She breached her. Thank you, Coach Creole. Took the words right out of my mouth. Breach a contract. When you breach the contract, it's up. She ain't called the ACLU. You know, there are departments in legal aid that make sure that the elderly aren't taken advantage of, because what she's doing right now is putting these folks in a position where they could lose their license to practice law. And I already know emotional Negroes have probably called up that lady's law firm talking about, oh, you did this and you did that, and they don't have none of the details. And she said, and this is how I believe, based on my almost half a century of living, that they're telling the truth, is we've got miles of receipts, but we don't have time to show you all of that, but we can produce the receipts. But this is what happens. We're getting all caught up. Oh, this is such a shame. Bobbity, bobbity, bob. If it was such a shame, where were all y'all Negroes when it was time for her to pay her employees, which she allegedly did not do? Where were y'all patronizing her business when it was in trouble? Oh, because y'all ain't know it was in trouble because she had pride and didn't tell nobody. Because the story would not have been, hey, this woman needs help. That nobody called the news. Nobody said anything. But all of a sudden, we got this woman up here saying, hey, this is what's happening. I need help. And she took the photocopies. Oh, this is the person here. And this is them, and this is what they did, and they just caught me unawares. I didn't know nothing about no fancy lottery ring. Man gone. Man gone. I would have been in court so quick. Where is Ben Crump? Why ain't nobody called Mumbling Ben Crump? I'm gonna tell you, if they called Mumbling Ben Crump wouldn't have took the case, because he knows he would have took one look at Discovery and said, you know what? I can't win this one. I can't win this one. Also, where are all the powerful Negroes? It's LA. Like, ain't nobody coming in. Why ain't no celebrities stepped up? Listen. TZ said, they bamboozled me. Kids and elderly, a natural soft spot for me. Hashtag me too. Absolutely. That's one thing you don't do. Oh, Crump will take a regular person's case, crew, if that regular person is somebody that they can plaster everywhere. Normally that person is either unalived or injured. Now, you know, the justice, the mighty streams, why do they all mumble? And it's different types of mumble. See, Ben Crump got that mumbling bass. Hit it, Roland. Go to my iPad. Go to my iPad. Go to my iPad. See, that's all you need. Just a little bit of bit. And you too can mumble. That's all. Yeah, no, y'all know it's the boule. You know, that's what it is. Also, again, this is the Smoke Show, and I'm still waiting for somebody to come up here. Now, there was a knuckle dragging, mouth breathing moron in the comments. See, Mrs. Mia Tayan said, I felt like there's more to the story. Absolutely, there's more to the story. Yeah. Teasy said, I may have jumped the gun. Yeah, listen, it happens to the best of us. That's why. It just something about it just didn't sit right with me. And I literally discovered this story right before I went on the air this morning. And let's see here. Fluffy Butt Farm said, oh, your Cash App is up top. Yeah, my Cash app is up top. And so are the Super Chats. Talking about what a clown, get a job. I haven't worked a job since I retired at age 34. I'm 48. What are you doing? Of course, you're going to tell somebody to get a job. But you know what you won't do? You won't bring your punk ass up here. That's what you won't do. You won't come up here and talk real greasy up here. That's all I'm saying. Because that's what y'all do. But with this situation with Chef Marilyn, I honestly think that she thought that she was just going to go ahead and just ride off in the sunset. She got a check. They paid the employees that she had not been paying. And then once you're in that type of a deal, if you sell your company, especially if your company or your business is going into bankruptcy, foreclosure, anything like that, and you have partners who come in and you said, hey, I don't want to be a partner. I just want to cook. Okay, if all you want to do is cook, then we're going to pay you accordingly. You'll work for the company. And if you think I'm lying, there's 16, 17 seasons of Shark Tank that will tell you I'm not lying. That's how it works. How many times have you seen Mark Cuban say, I'll buy 100% of your company. I'll put you on salary for like 250 grand a year, plus what I'm paying you in equity. And, we'll just transition you out that way. This is not an uncommon practice, but it's uncommon to Negroes that don't understand how this situation goes, man. And that, to me, just bothers the hell out of me. Latte Love says, peace and blessings, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. I am doing my best, and the only way I can keep doing what I'm doing is if y'all hit the Super Chats. The Super Chats have been lacking today. And I feel like I must not be doing a good job. I apologize for that, because I want to make sure that I'm giving you the show that you want. All right. And the thing that I really don't understand is every time we come into this space and every time we tell people what's happening out here in the world, folks get upset. Well, I feel, you'll hear a lot of that. I feel, and I'm feeling, and I feel, and feelings, and more feelings, and then feelings on top of feelings, and feelings over facts. when are you going to realize that these people do not understand that all of this is weapons of mass distraction, which is the title of my new book, which will be coming out in February. So I hope you guys get ready to pre-order that. L. Roberts says, we're basically witnessing Rome in real time, where the bread and circus revolts evolved 900 times gravity. Listen, 100% bread and circuses. If I keep you distracted and I keep you fed on BS, then guess what? You're not going to be paying attention to the world I'm pulling over your eyes. But Mr. Anderson is going to drag you out of the matrix. Now, let's talk about something very important. One of my brothers came up here. I know that's right. Teasy said, listen, I got to re-up. I got you on the Super Chats Friday. I love that. He's let's see here, crew. Wow, my first album was called Weapons of Mass Creation, was gospel rap. I like gospel rap. I don't like Christian rap, aka crap. I hate Christian rap. I'm gonna tell you, I really don't like Go Jesus, Go Jesus, Go. My favorite gospel rap song is by Erica Campbell. I love God. You love God. What's wrong with you? I'm sorry. I love Erica Campbell. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Y'all never get me to say a bad word about Erica Campbell. Erica Campbell is absolutely everything you think she is, and then some. Yes. And y'all can catch me on Get Up Mornings. I do Money Mondays over there. So we are really rocking and rolling. But yeah, my next book is called Weapons of Mass Distraction, and I wrote it right after I finished writing The Real Black Agenda, because I had more to say, but I wanted to make sure. Stephen, you said it. I didn't say that. Nope, I didn't say that. DJ Fresh Mickey said, go Jesus, go Jesus, go. That's what I got. Jesus, Jesus, rap. Go Jesus, go Jesus, go. Go Jesus, go Jesus, go. Oh, Teasy with the 199 super chat said, that's all I got at the moment. Bills, man, bills. Listen, I appreciate it. You keep those super chats coming, but you make sure you pay your bills first. I don't need nobody getting into debt because they're trying to keep the show on the air. Oh, listen, though. I'm not. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Vanilla Ice is something. Cruz said, that's the type of gospel rap I don't like. I like IUIC gospel. Southern Lady Brown, I don't even know what IUIC gospel is. I just cheerleader rap is wild work. Cheerleader rap is wild work. No problem, Artifacts. That's what I'm here for. Mr. Truth Seeker says, stay on their neck, family. Oh, speaking of staying on their neck, let's talk about my guy, the co-captain of the pull-up team, my guy, Black Alpha. Black Alpha pulled up on Kamala. He pulled up on that lady. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And people are losing their minds. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but we're going to watch it right here. And then we're going to talk about the fallout.
You are gifted. You are important.
Wait, is she quoting The Housemaid? Ain't that The Housemaid? What's the name of the movie with Viola Davis and they put the poop in the pie? You is strong. You is kind. You is impotent. I love it when Kamala tries to talk to the Negroes. I love it. Let's go.
You matter. You come from people. There is pride.
This is my favorite part right here. This is when Black Alpha about to leap out his chair and give Kamala that work.
On behalf of foundational Black Americans, we demand cash payment reparations, Kamala. On behalf of foundational Black Americans, we demand cash payment reparations. You're not going to use our ancestors' legacy to give money to illegal immigrants. We're foundational Black Americans. We built this country. We're not voting for you. We're not voting for the Democrats. And we're not voting for anybody until we get paid. Remember that. FBA.
Turn around.
FBA. Cash payment reparations.
Come on, turn around. Let's go.
Reparations.
Look at her face. Look at her wrist. I love her face. She's like, huh? A black person actually said something against me? That's why I made Hindu Hennessy, because she don't know what she's doing. She don't know what she's doing. Black Alpha is that work. Black Alpha, the help. The help. You is strong. You is kind. You is impotent. She hit y'all with the help. She hit y'all with the help. I love it. Woo! Fortunate to have you, girl. Kamala, you come from a strong people. You is smart. You is kind. You is impotent. Super chat alert. Power Players Magazine with the $5 super chat said, y'all support Dave with those tools infused. This is awesome. Consistent content, you dig? We're going 5 days a week for y'all. 5 days a week for y'all. Why? Because that's what we do. That is what we do. Shoot. That's all I'm saying. Oh, another super chat alert. Bernard Barnett Jr. said, yes, support Dave. Damn. Y'all know I should really get that drop, you know, from Ron Simmons. Damn, I really should. So I said Jay says she's trying to mammy vibe. She's trying to be political Oprah, right? And I'm not necessarily mad at that assessment. I'm really not. Oh, wait. Hold up. Super chats. There we go. Y'all see? DJ Freshmaker said, it's long overdue and now super chatting. Freshmaker, long overdue, brother. Much respect to your thoroughness. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. Alpha was on timing. I swear, jumped out the chair like, man, F all that. What is the pay with that dough bed wench? I love it. Let's see here. L. Roberts says, Dave, it's a damn shame the black liberal Democrat church folks don't see the fact that Lady Comcom from India is cosplaying as a black woman, and now nowhere in black Americans speak Hindu Indian. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, they drunk off that Hindu Hennessy. I be trying to tell y'all don't be listening to me, man. I keep trying to tell y'all, but y'all don't like to listen to Dave. When Dave be trying to tell y'all, this is a Hindu Hennessy alert, that's what happens. Y'all ain't want to listen to me. Y'all didn't want to listen to your boy. That's okay. I got you. I got something for you. Oh, come on. Now we're not doing this again. I know you lying. We're going to refresh this. Don't play with me. Let me know y'all can hear it. Oh, come on with the silence. Let me see if y'all can hear it now. Let me know if y'all can hear it now. You can hear me, but can you hear the song? I hate when it does that nonsense. Is it still no sound? Damn, you know what that is though? You know what that is though? It's because the track is too hot. The track got too much curry on it. It's got too much curry on it. But that's okay. Guess what? If you become a member, you can hear that track right now. Y'all can hear the track right now. Yeah, apparently that might be the move. We might have to move over to OBS. Crew, we gotta move over, but let me tell you something. Look, it's just too much. It was too much curry on the track. It was too much curry on the track. That happens sometimes. Okay. Oh, now you're saying now hit share screen again. Okay, well, listen, I'm learning. We are taking Dave to YouTube school. Let's see if we can run it back this time. Let me know very quickly if you can hear this, okay?
Those Bollywood. Doll in the trunk, spinning the speech. Power in
What about now?
Let's go. New Hennessy, sipping fake legacy, bathtub green juice, drunk on celebrity. New Hennessy, talking like a deputy, boss man sleeps, so she running all the energy. New Hennessy, cackle like it's witchery, 107 days, still lost in the misery. New Hennessy, campaign full of trickery, still got cooked by the orange man publicly. New Hennessy, New Hennessy, bathtub greens in the cup, call it history. New Hennessy, New Hennessy, everybody in the room know it's foolish. She came in polished with the teleprompter glow, big stage smile, but the message moves slow. Boss in the back looking half dead low, so she grabbed the wheel like I guess I'll run the show. Airhead act, but the knives came out clean. Played dumb in public, whole machine run mean. Every fake laugh hit sharp through the screen like 100 brunch hosted by a campaign fiend. Had slogans, had scripts, had celebrity hugs, had consultants making PowerPoints, drinking from mugs, had auntie energy mixed with elite club shrugs. Still couldn't turn applause into actual love. She was drunk on the room, drunk on the lights, drunk on the poles that were lying at night, drunk on that bathtub collard green Sprite, calling it Hennessy just to make it sound right. New Hennessy, sipping fake legacy, bathtub green juice, drunk on celebrity. New Hennessy, talking like a deputy, boss man sleeps, so she running all the energy. New Hennessy, cackle like it's witchery, 107 days, still lost in the misery. New Hennessy, campaign full of trickery, still got cooked by the orange man public. 107 days to discover the plan, still walked on stage like y'all know who I am. Whole roll out, shaky, all vibes, no grams, no weight in the words, just jazz, hands and glam. Every interview sounded focus group built, every answer came wrapped in consultant silk. Every hardball question got tap dance quick, then that laugh flew out like a broomstick skit. She wanted the crown, wanted cameras, wanted praise, wanted history, overnight microwave fame, wanted voters to ignore that the map looked strange, wanted magic from slogans that all felt straight.
All right, listen. That's all I'm giving y'all. If you want the whole thing, and when I tell y'all the whole thing crazy, appreciate you. Explicit Intel said this joint tough. Listen, I'm doing the best I can out here. Also, let's see here. See Terry B1 with the $20 super chat. Really appreciate y'all. If y'all want to see the whole thing, right, you got to become a YouTube member. You know what I'm saying? We got all different types of plans. Any plan you choose, you will get access to the tracks before anybody else hears them. Also, last night I was recording, and I got a joint for Mayonnaise McConaughey. Gavin Newsom is called 960 because he said he's a 960 SAT guy. Hard in the paint, people. Hard in the paint. But thank you, C. Terry B1. Really appreciate the love, man. Really, I do. But yeah, the album is dropping Friday, May 1st, right? I'm going to do pre-orders starting Monday. So if you want to pre-order the album, you most certainly can. It will be available anywhere you get your music. So iTunes, Spotify, where Apple, anywhere you get your music, you'll be able to get the album. This is my second Dave Anderson, the Business Bully project. My first I did with Sway the Remix God. And yeah, this one goes a little bit deeper. And of course, this is called Shill Music. I want y'all to go out and get it. And this is the first album I've done since I have gotten in my new body and all that kind of good stuff. So I really appreciate that. But yeah, no, she was trying to hit folks with that Hindu Hennessy. She really was. Listen, we're going back. Look at this. Look at this. Mrs. Emhoff. Mrs. Emhoff was out here bugged out. Hold on. I just saw something that I want to make sure that y'all see, because I don't know if y'all saw it. Teasy, you better thank a YouTube member. He said, oh, by the way, Dave, I know your daughter don't like iPad Cheeks track, but my youngest daughter got it stuck in her head now. I be catching her singing it to her older brother. iPad Cheeks, iPad Cheeks. Listen, I make hits. That's all I do. This pen is thorough. My youngins, a lot of people I mentor are in their like 20s and 30s. And I want to shout out Eli over at Daily Wrap Up Crew. He was like, yo, you switched the flow up? You can, I didn't know you could rap. I didn't know you I'm a dangerous man. I really am, because I'm dope at a lot of respectfully, humbly stated, I'm dope at a lot of ish. But let me tell y'all something. We are in the midst of a sassy apocalypse, ladies and gentlemen. The sassy apocalypse is everywhere. And it's bad. The sassy apocalypse is amongst us. The sassy apocalypse has gone crazy because of what Black Alpha did. And family, what we not going to do is allow, and that's the thing. Let me explain something to you respectfully. If you happen to be a Democrat who actually has their balls, congratulations to you. You are in the minority, and you need to check everybody else. Real quick, Jedi Skywalker says, yep, you're fact. YouTube, Rap the News, Wages World, Matthew Shipley, The Final Day, Sam Hoffman, NASA, Lasco, Cleaning Out, All Idolatry, Beast Earth, all be ready. Listen. Business Bully, when you going to premiere Big Dummy, Mark Lamont Shill? I got it coming. You big dummy. I might try to flip like a Sanford and Son beat for him. But I can't do the actual Quincy Jones Sanford and Son beat because I'll never get that clear. But I'll do something, along those lines. I'm gonna work on it. It's so much to do. I don't think y'all understand. I'm literally making this album all while homeschooling my daughter, all while still making content, all while still doing 10 shows. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. I forgot about Scam Jones. Decency has made a comeback. First of all, y'all remember when Kamala was running and they pulled out Van Jones, and Van Jones like, you're gonna see people per se protect this sister. You're gonna see black men show up and all. How would you know, Van? How would you know, Van? Let me see if I can find that clip. Oh, here we go. Oh, I found it. And I know y'all think I'll be listen, y'all can say whatever you want about my ADHD. It works. You're here. Hold on, let me run it back. Oh, come on. I hate when they do this. Hold on. Let me go ahead and pull it back up, because y'all automatically know. So we're going to try this again. Let me know y'all can hear that.
She signed up 50,000 people. You can do your whole career and not get 50,000 volunteers. She did it in 48 hours. This is you are witnessing the birth of a cultural phenomenon, and you need a cultural phenomenon to stop a cultural phenomenon. Donald Trump is a cultural phenomenon. So now you've got two superpowers colliding, but this one just came out of nowhere. Listen, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, people were like, Kamala Harris, I don't know, she can't win, I don't like her, blah, blah, blah. All those people are marching in line and getting information. It's unbelievable to watch.
Wait. Did he wait? Oh, they're getting information. What in the Beyonce sassy pants did this man just say? What did wait? Now wait a minute. Did he say what I think he said?
Excess behavior detected. Please recalibrate your energy. Pause.
Jones. Hey, girl.
Talk real slick, but it don't feel sturdy. All that flair, but it ain't got purpose. I keep it solid, grounded, direct. You keep performing, we taking bets. Look, I don't hate, I just observe. But that right there, yeah, that's a nerve. So when you talking, it sound off key, whole room look like, was it just me? That's a sassy alert. Boy, you're doing the most in a shirt.
Pause. Sassy alert. What the hell? Oh, she's a cultural icon. Shut your. Oh, damn. Pause. Oh, I cannot wait for her to lose again. The sassiness knows no bounds, but let me get back. Let me get back to what I wanted to talk about, which was the Sassy Man Army. The Sassy Man Army really trying, aka the smarts. The Sassy Man Army really trying. They are out here doing the most. So let me show you. Let me show you the sassafras right here. Hey, girl, let's run it back, girlfriend.
And that's how you know FBA is an op. FBA stands for Foundational Black American.
We're going to start at his hairline. His hairline looks very, very tethery. He's got the he's got the glowworm eyeglasses and the eyebrows. The teeth need some work, but let's go.
And if you're on the apps, you've seen this acronym. You've seen this thing.
If you're on the apps, yes, girl. If you're on the apps, girlfriend, girl, hey, girl, hey.
Around the last few years, it only popped up probably around Hillary when she was running, but it got more prominent when Kamala came on the scene. And then that group was used as an op to target Black politicians.
Is this sassy fresh Negro using Tony Stark's good arc reactor as a microphone? Is he besmirching the hero of the Battle of New York? Is that what he's doing right now? Is he using an arc reactor? Is that what he's doing? You claiming you a thug, you ain't got no heart, huh? Pause.
And that's how you know it's an op. They were protesting Kamala Harris last night. Think about that. She's not the president. She's not the vice president. She's not a senator, a congressperson. She's a civilian like you and I. But that group was protesting her. You know what they were protesting her about? Reparations. That's what they, as if Kamala Harris is our auntie with our rich auntie with a checkbook, waiting to write us a check. Now listen, I supported.
Wait. Did he say that Kamala's our rich auntie with a checkbook and ready to write us a check? Hold on. Let's do this. Let's have a conversation. Let's see what Google has to say on the subject. Kamala Harris and her husband, Doug Emhoff, have an estimated net worth of over $8 million. Their wealth has grown from an estimated $7 million in 2021. She's been doing it wrong. She's not doing it right. See, the same way she washed greens in the bathtub is the same way that she didn't even finesse the second highest office in the land to get the bag. You only went up 1 million? Yeah, I'm not buying it. Real estate, they own a home in LA that significantly increased in value over 4 million. Investments, they hold about 2.9 to 6.6 million in diversified investments, cash, and retirement accounts. She's accumulated 1 million of roughly from pension value from her long career in public service, if you want to call that a career. Her income, she earned an annual salary of $235,000, plus she earned over $500,000 in royalties for books published before taking office. Now, that does not count this 107 days book BS. But yeah, how about no? I know he ain't tripping. He know how to play, yeah. All this is a op, but I want to get back to Sassy Pants, and then if again folks want to come up, we'll get to that in a minute. But let's get back to Mr. Sassy Pants here. Let's see here, because I want y'all to see this, and if y'all have not shared this out, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and do this, because there's just so much sass we got to get to. But let's go. Let's keep it going.
Reparations. U.S. government has done it for centuries for so many other groups and continues to. but not for Black people. That money is owed us. That money is held by this government, our government. It should be paid to us. So you know what? Not just U.S. citizens.
See, here we go, because here comes the tether trick bag. I want y'all to peep the tether trick bag. Of course, super chats and members are always prioritized in the comments, but I want y'all to hear this tether trick bag he about to hit y'all with. You ready? Here it goes. Not just U.S. citizens.
U.S. Black citizens, but U.S. Black citizens in the Caribbean and on the African continent. And not just by the United States, but by most, if not all, Western governments. That being said, we have the government we have and the system we have. It's not an easy thing to do.
It was easy for Japanese Americans in internment camps. Hell, we saved the people who were the victims in World War II, and we paid them reparations. It's easy for everybody else. The natives got it. Everything and everybody. It's not that easy for us. You sound like an excuse-making, nimble-minded, nincompoop, moist, tangy tether.
And it certainly can't be done by protest.
And it certainly can't be done.
Protesting the former vice president. But the reason, as I stated when this video started,
but the reason, as I stated, they all do the.
You know it's an op because they're targeting her to drum up opposition against her ahead of 2028.
She don't need opposition. Let's just review. See, Dave Anderson's about to go into his magical bag of facts. And you know this because I'm speaking in third person. Dave Anderson's going to show you something very simple. In 2020, she couldn't even make it to Iowa. She can win. She can't get out of the game. Let me tell y'all something. Kamala cannot win. She didn't win in 2020. She couldn't. So that's why she had to, walk back the fact that she pointed out that Joe Biden was a racist. And she said, Joe, we did it, Joe. She can't win. And then not only did she not have to run in a primary because they supplanted Joe Biden, told him he couldn't be the president no more after they used him because Joe Biden was getting washed in every single debate. And I was ready to vote for Bernie. But we didn't get to vote for Bernie because the DNC just do what it wants to do. But apparently, the orange man is the dictator. He's the Fuhrer. Got it. Okay. So now, she can do all the soft launching she wants. She can go out here and say, I had 107 days. Listen, all of you who are in relationships or marriages, when you saw your significant other, it didn't take you 107 days to decide you wanted to hit. It also didn't take you 107 days to decide you wanted to commit. Why did it take her 107 days to blow $1 billion+ on Lizzo and Kelly Rowland and Quavo and Megan Thee Stallion twerking? Y'all forget all of that, but y'all wanted her to help manage as the chief executive officer of these yet to be United States. Y'all wanted her to manage the country. Y'all are bugging, but let's keep going.
The same thing they did when she was a senator coming up in California.
You mean when she was locking people up and she was withholding evidence to exonerate people because she had a quota to meet for the labor forces because of all the private prisons in California? Is that okay? Cool.
The Attorney General and so forth. They already started targeting her. That's how you know it's op. And unfortunately, like many ops, it wrangles in some people who are earnest and maybe they believe like this should and can be done, but they just don't have, they've chosen not to understand the political process, the political system and things like that. Instead, they just resort to sloganeering and now somehow protesting, just doing dumb stuff. So when you see it on these apps, because you don't see this stuff in real life, when you see it on these apps and someone says FBA, Foundation of Black America, just know, most likely you're dealing with a person who knows this or not, but sometimes they don't know. And oftentimes they're not in the United States of America.
I'm in the birthplace of America. I am a foundational Black American. I have always been a foundational Black American. And I found out that the term wasn't there at the time, but Dr. Claude Anderson would call us a native Black American. I found out by reading They Came Before Columbus. I found out by reading Before the Mayflower. And then I found out by running my genealogy. My cousin Keith ran our genealogy. We can go all the way back to the 1600s, which means that we were here before America. And not only that, if only 3 to 4% of the slaves came through the transatlantic slave trade, where'd they get all them Negroes from? Ain't that much breeding in the world, homeboy. Just do the math. But continue to go off. He's almost done with this nonsense.
As an op started by Russia, you see those accounts.
Russia started, Mother Russia started FBA. No, moose and squirrel. No, we start FBA. That's what we do. We go to Cheflinitz and we go to the Blusevich and we find the Gorbachev and then we find Putin and we come up with operation that affect 13% of Americans. And we tell them that they're foundational. Who can we get that be charismatic? Oh, I know. We go get we get Dave Anderson. We get Tariq Nasheed. We get Black Alpha. That will hem it up and we'll give it to the Mother Russia. We make black Tetris. We make black American Tetris, and then we go after moose and squirrel. Are you serious? You can't. This who y'all want? People who think that foundational black Americans is an op from Mother Russia. First of all, that's how you know these people stupid. Even foundational black Americans, we tend to be tropical people. Why would we align with Russia? Because if we're going to align with Russia, then at some point we'd have to go to Russia, right? Russia cold, people. Russia cold. Let me hurry up and finish with Sassy Pants because we got more sass to show you.
When Twitter exposed all those accounts from around the world, their location, they were in Nigeria, they were in India, they were everywhere spouting FBA nonsense because it's just a means to distract from the issues at hand and to get black people specifically, and more specifically, black men on board with targeting black politicians. So ignore that nonsense.
Folk, this is what happens when folks like Black Alpha, myself, Ant CEO, Tariq Nasheed, when we start talking about the importance of reparations, you find Sassy Pants people like this, and also people who say things like or see, when you get that sassy, fresh, pause-worthy, no-neck energy, that's what winds up happening. But folks, there's more. Let me go ahead and get this set for you, because a lot of times what we miss out on is the ability to understand that this is the real op right here. This right here, this is the real op. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to run this back.
Some of y'all niggas need to be studied, particularly FBA, because house sway.
On behalf of foundational black
I'm sorry,
Americans,
did y'all did y'all get the same toothache I just got from Sweet Chuck here? Did y'all just get the same toothache I just got? Girl, hey boo-boo. Go ahead and explain it to us, sweetness.
Some of y'all niggas need to be studied, particularly FBA,
some of y'all.
house sway.
on behalf of foundational black Americans, we demand cash payment reparations, Kamala.
Imagine going on Ticketmaster, fighting scalpers to pay $300 to $400 for a ticket to holler at a non-elected leader, talking about pay me. Baby, you just paid her. This motherfucker stupid, talking about where's my money. Baby, and her money marketing, okay? And it's some good marketing, VP Kamala. When I tell you, even your haters love you. They're throwing money at you. When I tell y'all, we are dealing with an epidemic called dumbass, because nothing that's happening makes any fucking sense. Kamala Harris is not in elected office, meaning she can't introduce a policy, can't pass a policy, can't sign a policy into motherfucking law. She is not in elected office.
Now, real quick, when they were talking about Donald Trump, when they had the Oval Office, when Kamala and Sleepy Joe had the Oval Office, everything was Donald Trump's fault. Donald Trump made a call. Donald Trump can't make no policies. He was a private citizen, but they were running against Donald Trump instead of running on their record because they know they didn't do anything. All that Build Back Better BS was just that. It was a bunch of Babbage bull. You know it, and I know it. When it comes to people like this guy here talking all this, oh, well, she's not elected, that has never stopped her, and she is low-key running. That's why she's doing all of this. But guess what? She ain't going to win. If she wins the nomination, it's a gift to whoever the Republicans put up. But the one thing that you won't hear masculine foundational black American men doing is saying, if Kamala wins, we's going to lead a country. No, this is our country. We're going to do what we always do. We're going to fight in spite of you Negroes who think that this woman cares about you. In spite of the fact that this woman has yet to produce a black a black relative at all. Shout out to Coach Creole with the 199 super chat. You got to get a Jamal Bryant too. I have been getting at Jamal Bryant. Pause, bro. Y'all know I preached at his church, right? And he was shooketh. He was shooketh. I got the tapes. We're gonna go there, but shout out. Oh, another $5 super chat coming in from the Rational Antagonist. Are we throwing away Marcus Garvey and Kwame Ture? They're not FBA, or are we talking about those who don't fall in line with our goals? Let me explain something to you. Foundational Black American is a lineage. No one threw away Marcus Garvey or Kwame Ture. Nobody threw away Malcolm X. Nobody threw away Harry Belafonte. There is a difference between allyship and lineage. And every person who is not a foundational Black American is not a tether. But every tether is not a foundational Black American. So let's not do this trick bag where we're talking about this like this is some type of disingenuous situation. It's not your lineage. Y'all never go to Vietnamese people and say, y'all know y'all Asian. They all Asian. So you Japanese. Stop. Come on, man. Let's get focused and let's get back at it. Let's get active.
The other thing is, where the fuck is the incentive? Because you say that you don't vote and you won't vote. It's like me and
No. What Black Alpha is saying is no reparations, no vote. That's what he's saying. And I don't understand how y'all don't understand that. Hold on one second. I don't get how y'all don't understand that. So for me, I find it very reprehensible that you're being intellectually disingenuous. It's insane to me.
interviewing for a job, and when I'm talking to the hiring manager, they're telling me they can't give me the job.
Why did he use a picture of Stephanie McMahon as the hiring manager? See, they all want to do these WWE promos, but they've never taken a bump a day in their lives. This is what we're dealing with here, folks. This is what I'm talking about. Can y'all see the moistness coming off of this? Listen, yellow cake, girl, real quick. That's it. He's pause. Whole situation. No check, no vote. But we're gonna continue to let Sassy Pants talk. Go ahead, Yellow Cake.
I do the job. What the fuck?
You're fired. But I don't even work here. Would you like a job? Starting now. Why would I?
I mean, Kamala Harris can walk into the House of Representatives representing herself because she's not an elected leader. So she's going to introduce the bill that doesn't need 218 signatures. Then she's going to go into the second chamber, which is the Senate, and she's going to sign her name 60 times because she doesn't have to worry about a filibuster. She is the buster. Then she's going to take a trip to the White House and walk into the Oval Office, even though she's not the president, and then sign it into law. And then we're going to get our check in the mail. And once that check is cashed, then in 2028, then you're going to vote.
See, this is why men don't argue with women and Sassy Pants people. Because who said any of that dumb stuff? As if we didn't see Schoolhouse Rock, as if we didn't pay attention to social studies and civics class. We know how it works. But what we're talking about is the fact that this woman flip-flops all over the place. What we're talking about is the fact that we know that she's going to run. And 9 times out of 10, because it's either going to be her or Mayonnaise McConaughey or some yet to be determined DNC puppet who's going to talk a good game but not do anything. So what we're doing is letting people know the same way that she's low-key letting people know that she's about to run. And all she had was 107 days. And Joe, he did it, Joe. And I'm not going to sit up here and say I want to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No. If you don't sit your sassy ass down.
For her to be president.
Are you dumb?
Y'all are just dumb and don't know how to utilize your vote. Voting is my vested fucking interest. Let me use this.
Can I ask what he's gotten for his vote? Oh, that's right, because he probably got the ability to get married and be in the military, be out and proud. That's where he got, he got his ability to walk around with a beard, not that beard, but a beard that don't connect. But okay.
As an analogy, my name is Kenny and the person next to me is Ken. We both want Google to do something, but however, I'm telling
every picture just gets more sassy. There's so much sass right now.
Google, I'm not going to invest in your fucking company until you do X, Y, and Z. Versus Ken, who already has vested interest and is a stockholder in Google, and they're asking Google to do something. Who do you think Google's going to listen to? Me, who has no vested interest, versus one of the stockholders.
Okay, but we've had a vested interest. And see, this is where people of intellect start to take over. Let me explain this to you. We have well over 60 some odd years of vested interest because we have voted for Democrats at a 90% clip and we don't have anything to show for it. When are you going to give us the return on the investment we have made over and over and over and over and over and over again? I'm just going to put up 6 for the past 6 decades. When is that going to come into play? But it won't. And that's the problem with people like this.
Already has a seat at the fucking table.
Y'all keep talking about the seat at the table. Where is Leslie Jones when you need I am the table?
You know the dumbest shit about all of this saying I'm going to withhold my vote is you don't have to worry about that vote much longer because you're not going to be able to vote very soon. On top of
based on what? Is there some type of constitutional amendment I'm not aware of that says that we're not going to be able to vote? We're going to lose the right to vote? Oh, because y'all are running around here saying that IDs are racist when everybody I know got an ID. You can't get on a plane without an ID. You can't buy liquor without an ID. You can't get a gun without ID. You can't even get into the club without an ID. So what are you talking about, homeboy? How are we not going to be able to vote again? And how he just goes and he sits up there. Oh, now he's going to go into racial dilution and gerrymandering, which is only a problem when Republicans do it, but it's never a problem when they shift districts in order to benefit Democrats. But keep going.
the gerrymandering and pushing all the black people in one damn district, diluting our voting power. The current president shall refuse to protest, and Republicans are getting ready to get rid of naturalized citizenship, which will take away and strip away our voting rights.
No. Naturalized citizenship for illegals. If you are not the descendant of foundational Black Americans, you should not be using a loophole that was created for us. And he's the only president that said it. So what are you talking about? Whether you like the man or not, he is constitutionally right. I'm trying to understand. Y'all are wrong. I just can't with y'all. Somebody said that too, shit on screen. Hey, girl. And that's what I'm saying. When do we get a return on the stock? Because right now, the stock for Black people voting in Democrats is about as worthless as Enron stock.
And us being able to be seen as fucking citizens. And while y'all over here worried about reparations, why aren't you worried about the hundreds of thousands of Black people who lost their federal job? Why?
Okay, let's talk about the hundreds of thousands of Black women who lost their federal job for a minute. A lot of those jobs were lost because of redundancy. That's one. Number two, when there is any type of program or handout, white people usually benefit on the front end, and then Black people usually pay for it on the back end, even though Black people are always the face of it. And this is welfare, SNAP, affirmative action, and DEI, aka didn't earn it, aka another benefit that benefits 51% of it at that time is for white women, 4% of it is for Black people, and out of that 4%, 50% of that, over 50% of that goes to Black women. And so when you have those jobs and their redundancies and you're sitting there because you were an underwater basket weaving major for the government and you want to talk about being the chief diversity officer for people who want to be Power Rangers and identify as a Snuffleupagus at the same time, yeah, you got to go because that's a waste of taxpayers' money. But we're not going to have that conversation. How about you get some maximum skills? But keep going, Sweetens.
Aren't you worried about the Black children that having food snatched from them because of the cuts to SNAP benefits?
How come you're not worried about the fact that the majority of major metropolitan cities that have a Black concentration have schools that are folding? Philadelphia, Baltimore, Chicago, Detroit, and you're not saying anything about those local municipalities, but everything is Donald Trump's fault. But these schools have been in shambles for decades, way before Donald Trump was talking about running for president, way when Oprah was asking Donald Trump to run for president back in the 80s, but continue to talk about us because we're always the poster child for welfare as if white people aren't the main beneficiaries of it.
Why aren't you worried about the Black families losing their health insurance? Why aren't y'all foundationally Black descendants of fucking slaves worried about slavery? RFK said,
you notice he's probably a tether because they get, well, I don't see my foundation.
that he's going to round up all Black children that are on Adderall and put them on a farm, snatching them from their fucking families.
What he's saying is he's going to get them clean off of the drugs that have been pumped into their system by people who have taken money from the pharmaceutical companies like, I don't know, Joe Biden and Kamala But of course, y'all going to twist that, of course. But let's keep going.
But I ain't heard a fucking word.
Every black kid is now just standard put on Adderall, SSRIs, benzos, which are known to induce violence.
That is a statistical fact. Several studies back that up. But again, now y'all hate RFK. It was no problem when he was lockstep with the rest of the Kennedys, but he did a deal with Donald Trump so that we can get the food coloring out of the Fruit Loops and get the kids off the drugs, because that's what they do. They make sure that little black girls get everything they can possibly get. And then when boys who naturally are not inclined to sit still have to move around, they pump them up with drugs that are more addictive than the cocaine. But go off.
And those kids are going to have a chance to go somewhere and get reparented.
Y'all got all this energy for Kamala, who was a co-sponsor on the reparations bill, versus y'all having the same energy for the soulless supremacist that's in office. And lastly, because
the soulless supremacists in office, the soulless supremacists who the first winner of The Apprentice was black. Nene Leakes talked about how great Donald Trump was and said she got a Donald Trump check. Little John loved hanging out with Donald Trump. Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, like all these people y'all calling racist, and y'all had Trump in your videos. Trump was hanging out with 50 Cent. Like, y'all keep acting like we don't have history, but now he's a racist. But Joe Biden will sit up there and pander to you and then talk to Cardi B for Vanity Fair and not give y'all nothing and call us roaches and everything. Man, go on.
I know y'all gonna be mad at me, but here's the motherfucking reality. These non-black folks ain't gonna give a shit. Not in this damn decade.
And they're not, because guess what, Sassy Pants? You already got yours. You got your right to get married. You got your right to be in the military. You got your right to identify as whatever Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. You got your pronouns, your zayzems, the zimzams, and that's not hate. I'm just talking about the list of things that they got from people who acted as if the internet isn't forever.
Not getting a fucking check. Here's a reality check. Check these fucking numbers. Nobody wants to give us a damn thing. How do you expect them to pay us anything when they're not even paying attention to the fact that we're dying? We're dying more than our non-melanated counterparts. We're dying due to food deserts. We're dying due to racial inequity, inequality. We're dying due to maternal mortality. We're dying due to lack of access to quality fucking health care. But you think these white folks care?
Oh, no. You're dying because you're doing bussy activity, sir. That's why you're dying. Don't bring that over here. No. We're dying because we're in food deserts that are usually in Democratic metropolitan areas that are run by Democrats, and normally black Democrats, aka Philadelphia, food desert, Detroit, food desert, Chicago, food desert, Atlanta, food desert. Like, come on, man, stop playing with me.
Have to cut us a check.
Ooh, cash make the coochie go woo woo.
Shout out to the wonderful Kim Whitley.
How do you expect them to cut us a check when they don't even believe that we have the right to fucking exist?
If they didn't think we had the right to exist, then how come we have not been rounded up and put in internment camps? What happened? Because I thought y'all said that he was bringing the new Nizzy to the situation. So where the ovens at? Where the gas chambers at? Where's the firing squads at? Like, you would think he would get on it, seeing as though this is his last term, right? How come we ain't been rounded up yet? How come y'all women that, you know, the ones that you want to be like, how come they're not walking around talking about praise be like they're in the Handmaid's Tale? What happened, boo-boo? I'm trying to understand. Let me see here. Hold on. Rational Antagonist with the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, Pimpin. Said, I was just asking for clarification on your thoughts on non-FBA allies, because there's people claiming FBA throwing tether on all non-FBA. I don't know those people and I can't answer for them. I'm FBA. My wife is Afro-Panamanian. I hear what you're saying. You have an Afro-Panamanian wife. Cool. That has nothing to do with your lineage. That's your wife. But again, it's not everybody. And I need y'all to understand that you don't go to need to defend who you choose to love. It just happens to be a lineage. That's it. So you don't have to defend that. And if people are saying that, you need to call those people out, because that's not what it's about. So again, today's the smoke show. We here. And yeah, you can't get welfare without ID. They check everything. But they, you know what? Captain Caveman. I thought you was a member. I could have swore you was a member. Yeah, like that fear mongering stuff, that don't work. Art Game says, I don't fully agree with Trump and this WAR in finance, but what I won't do is make a BS to argue about ish that don't matter or been effed up before he got there. I hate when, I don't know who we is, but they use victim blaming. Absolutely. Because that in and of itself is crazy. Uh-oh, watch this. Watch this. Six Fixes. When my son was overactive in school, the teacher gave him a giant moving, wobbling chair. This was a white woman. She tried very hard. Listen, it happens. It happens. Let's see here. I'm trying to make sure I ain't miss no comments because we got more to talk about here. Now, I want y'all again, because a lot of times we lose the ability to function in fact, right? And because we lose the ability to function in fact, we miss out on things that are important, like how these folks sound when they're on the internet. This is what I like to call the internet is forever, people. And when I say forever, I mean forever, ever. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to share this so that you can see it. And when I share it, I want y'all to understand that what I'm saying is that we've got to be super clear on what's happening. We got to be super clear on what they're doing. I got him off. Not a sugary sweet thing. Right. So I'm going to play this for you because a lot of y'all have forgotten. And because you've forgotten, you need Uncle Dave to remind you. It's cool. That's what I'm here to do. Let's go ahead and roll this beautiful bean footage. Here we go.
I am officially running for president of the United States.
Could he actually win?
No freaking way.
Which Republican candidate has the best chance of winning the general election?
Donald Trump.
Hey, ain't that Joy Reid with the bald-headed wig? Hey. Joy, I got a power ballad just for you. Shout out to Gotham Ghetto Gospel for this.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
Trump will not be president.
Trump will never be elected president of the United States.
You're not going to be president.
A man who will never be president of the United States.
But you will never be president of the United States, Pocahontas. You're never going to be president, Pocahontas.
Donald Trump is not going to be president of the United States. Take it to the bank.
Now, the greatest day trader since E.F. Hutton said Donald Trump's not going to be president. Oh, she was wrong.
He will never be president.
Donald Trump is not going to become president of the United States. She's at plus 19. Do you think the tapes made a difference? Of course! They made all the difference!
This race is over.
Hillary Clinton has raised more than double Donald Trump, vastly outspending him.
The presidency at about 89% for Hillary Clinton.
Your analytical model has never been wrong. Now projects Hillary Clinton to win presidential election.
100% chance. You still think she has a 100% chance of winning the election?
I do.
And what would Donald Trump have to do to turn things around?
Prayer and hope for a Festivus miracle.
This is CNN's coverage of election night in America. The fight for the presidency.
Because we don't care. Oh, okay, have Kentucky. Who cares?
Kentucky.
Don't care about Indiana. Don't care.
Indiana with West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas, Nebraska, Wyoming with its vote, North Dakota and South Dakota, Texas,
Up and down the middle of the country, all red.
Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri.
Yeah, it was at 80% an hour ago for Clinton. What does it now? 68%. Okay, God damn it, I'm nervous. Hold. Ohio, gone.
Idaho.
Okay, yeah, I don't see a fucking landslide here. I don't see it at all.
North Carolina.
God damn it, if we need Florida, are you shitting me?
Florida.
It is fucking panic time.
Georgia.
Donald Trump now the favorite to win the presidency.
Iowa.
New York Times now has it at 95% chance.
Utah.
Can still win, but in order to do so, she has to win Wisconsin.
God damn it. Fuck Arizona.
Alaska.
Pennsylvania.
Michigan.
What a night. How did this happen?
Gotham Ghetto Gospel.
Shout out to my man Gotham's Ghetto Gospel. That right there. Absolute incredible work. Love it. Love it. Love it. Uh-oh. Super chat. We got a super chat alert, people. Captain Caveman with the super chat said Democrats are always wrong. Usually. Absolutely. So yeah, man, I want to make sure. Now, somebody said they wanted to come up. I saw somebody said that they wanted to come up. Let me see where that was, because I want to make sure that we don't miss that, because I don't want people to feel like I didn't hear them. Of course, it's easier if you have a super chat, so I know that you want to come up, because I can't necessarily see, because there's a lot of comments that are coming through. But shout out to Captain Caveman. But that's the thing, like when you start calling this stuff out and you start showing them history, I tell people all the time, even people I love, I do not rewrite history, I recite history. It's not my fault that history does not agree with your version of events that are clouded by your feelings. Sorry. No. We're not doing that. I refuse to do that. But again, I'm still here. If you want to come on up, y'all can feel free, man. The comment section is going heavy right now. I really appreciate that. I saw somebody. Now I can't find where it was. He probably ain't even in here no more. But if you want to come up, let me know, and I will put the link up yet again, because it's still the smoke show. And every time I do the smoke show, y'all don't ever come up. So I would definitely love for people to be able to give me the rundown, because it's important. Yep. So that to me is extremely important. So let me see here, because it looks like we have a troll. We have a troll in the comments. Let's see who this is. This is the Count of Saint Germain 69. We can already tell where this is going. There was one library in all of Africa and was built by Greeks and Persians. Yeah, but who did the Greeks and the Persians study from? By the way, I'm not African. So why are you here? Why are you gay? Like, this is the stuff that bothers me. I'm Jesse, and I'm not a troll. I'm just telling you the truth. So that was 2 comments. You now have 5 minutes to come up here before you get booted. I'm not African. I'm a foundational Black American. Yeah, okay. I'm not gay. I'm not Black. Why are you still in my comment section, sir? Let me help you out, because apparently you didn't see the link. You got something to say? Come up here. Please come up here. Because I hate it when these folks come up and they talk real greasy in my comment section, but they won't do it to my face. Come on up. The link is right there, but you won't. And you can call me all the dummies you want to, but you're watching my show, and what you're doing every time you comment, you complete waste of skin, you living proof that your mother should have swallowed hard instead of unleashing you on the world, is every time you comment, all you're doing is helping me. So every time you come up here, every time you start talking with your mayonnaise ass, all you're doing is helping the algorithm. All you're doing is making me more money. All you're doing is making me look like the star that I am. Good job, numbnuts. First of all, Kivo, let me help you out, because you got a lot to say. How long have you been FBA? And were you calling yourself FBA before Tariq Nasheed came up with it? No, what I was calling myself was Black. I never embraced the term African American. Ever. Period, point blank. And again, if you have something to say, sir, you can definitely come up here. It's not that hard. With what, your 30 likes? Don't worry, I'll hit don't recommend stream. That will help out the algorithm. How about you help out these nuts, homeboy? Why don't you do that? You can help out these nuts, because what I'm about to do. And he's right though. If there's this many people in here, we should get the likes up. Doesn't make any sense. Like button is free. So I've always been Black, but in the meantime, in between time, why don't you come up here? Because I've given you 3 comments. You now have the option of coming up here. If you don't want to come up here, sir, then please get out of my comment section. I don't believe in an echo chamber, but what I'm not going to do is be here and you're talking in my comments instead of actually camming up and coming up here, because everybody's brave in the comments. Be brave up here. Put your face on the camera. Let's have a conversation. My grandfather called himself colored, and before that, he called himself Negro because that's what people were doing. When Jesse Jackson came up with African American, I didn't get it. So, what's your point? But see, you won't come up here. And that's the thing. Everybody's tough in the comments. Everybody's tough in the comments, but you won't bring your ass up here. And that's what I'm talking about. So just admit that you either wear a strap on to sleep with your wife, because you obviously don't have a cock and balls, or that you just came up in here. Because what you don't want to do is come with that energy. And that's the thing. See, y'all are used to these beta male simp manginas. I'm not that. I am not afraid of you. There's nothing you can do to me. You can't call my boss because I have not had one since Obama was in the White House. All you people running around, grabbing your ankles, spreading your bussy cheeks for whoever wants to take it, want to come and disturb what I'm doing over here because I'm trying to entertain and educate my people. Prometheus says, Jesse doesn't speak for me. Well, I'm glad you're here then. All right, run them likes up because that's what they want. They want me to fail. They want me to not be seen. They want to try and do all types of nonsensical things to keep me from giving you the truth. They're trying to scare me off. I don't scare easily. To quote a buddy of mine, I ain't never ran from the and I damn sure ain't about to pick the day to start running. If you want it, come get it, sassy pants. But see, that's what y'all won't do. Will you debate Frank Zanu again? I don't need to. I can call Frank Zanu right now. What is we talking about? That's the homie. I talk to Frank all the time. Let's see what he's up to. He might be taping right now. Yeah, I think he's probably taping right now. Yeah, no. I can call Frank anytime I want to. So what is you talking about? See, the difference is I don't duck no smoke. You do. Kibo, you still ain't brought your ass up here. That's what I don't understand. Bring your ass up here. I'm trying to understand what is there to debate. But see, y'all talk so greasy. Y'all talk so greasy in these comments. It's Wednesday. Wednesday, I don't have a format. I have a couple of stories we can laugh, joke, haha, go over some stuff, talk about whatever you want to talk about. That's what the super chats are for. If you've got a topic you want to talk about, that's what we're here for. But aside from all of that, when it comes down to it, you duck smoke because you would rather use your thumbs than bump your gums. And that's what makes you soft, sappy, sissy, biatch made. Because you won't do it. We know good and well Roland Martin will never come and sit down on this show. He'll never waddle his snowman built ass anywhere where I am. He won't face Vince Everett Ellison. Y'all know that. I would love to talk to Frank. He said blacks don't have any black towns in this country. You know, Dave said that. Dave said that because the truth of the matter is we don't have thriving black neighborhoods in the same way that you have Little Italy, the same way that you have Chinatown, Koreatown, that type of situation. But again, why are you in the comments and you're not on the stage? Because you have exactly 1 minute to cam up before you get kicked. That's it. Because what we're not going to do is continue to entertain people who do not have the intellectual fortitude and the intestinal fortitude to come up here and face me. Since you got that much to say in the comments, why can't you do that up here? And that's where we at. But let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats or any important comments. Cruz said, what is there to debate? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, is Kivo a girl? I didn't know. Fiction said, would you make an appearance on the viral way to counter their perspective on foundational Black Americans? Can you educate me on what the viral way is? I've never heard of it. Yeah, listen. I'm like my man Black Thought. Yeah, back to Jack is the man who about to cut the check. I'm not bringing you ratings for free. Like the hell that looks like. But yeah, I don't know what the viral way is. Can you break that down to me? Because I'm not sure what that is. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate that. Let's see here. Cruz said, we getting there, Dave. South Burbs of Chicago, but we got to get these Dems out of here. Property tax is ridiculous. Yo, my property tax went up like another $1,500. Like, yo, it's insane. Six Fig said it's a smoke show. Biatch! Step up and get served, but they won't. You know they won't. We used to have Auburn Ave in Atlanta. Absolutely. Kivo, hit that link and get the smoke. Won't. Ray says who? A. Jones said all the Black cities in America were made sanctuary cities and flooded with illegal immigrants. I mean, it's definitely not a lie, but that's the conversation y'all don't want to have because that's just how it go. Y'all don't want to have it, and that's what they're saying. So, let's see here. Viral way. Cruz says viral way is ops. They be calling us FBA out and then lie about our position and statements. Listen, if they want to see the champ, they know what to do. Cut the check. Let's have a conversation, and I'll have no problem giving them the cleansing they so rightfully deserve. I love to wash the tethers. That's it. Oh. Captain Caveman said, I thought I was a member, just joined. You better thank a YouTube member. How come that thing pop up there? YouTube is restricting me. I'll put my comment in chat. Okay, cool. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you. I can see the super chats a lot easily. You know, P. Stanley says they constantly try to explain the process of basic government instead of presenting us with a plan, a clear reason why they shouldn't speak for us. Time for new representatives. Yeah, you can't speak for me if you are not where I am. That does not make any sense. Oh, shout out to Gary, just became a YouTube member. You better thank a YouTube member. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Prometheus says, since Roe versus Wade, 22 million melanated people were lost. LBJ said we'll have them N-words voting Democrat for he said 200 years. You know, April Showers, who's a YouTube member. Thank you, YouTube member, said our people can't handle the truth. They use Black cities, Black mayors, did nothing, did more for immigrants than Black people, but yet y'all let them sellouts. Absolutely. That's it. Digging holes, chasing souls. Cruz said, if you got Chime, Venmo, PayPal, I got you. I have all of that. And it's all let me see here. Venmo is the business bully. So feel free to hit your boy. So Teasy said, welcome to the cookout, Gary. Gary, thank you so much for being here. Can I tell y'all something? You guys have made me feel so honored because there were so many people, both on the left and the right, telling me I shouldn't do this show, telling me that people didn't want to hear from my perspective, telling me that what I had to say wasn't valuable, or I had to say it a certain way, or I had to be this particular type of conservative, or why would I be conservative when I should be a Democrat like everybody else? And I'm like, I'm Dave. And I'm conservative because I don't want y'all telling my daughter that she has to share a bathroom with a biological man. No. How about we don't do that? Right? Art Gamestone said, also, we used to be conservative or Republican when the nation was built. What are we talking about? They took that from us. Look up who started that party. And that party was started because somebody had to be the anti-slavery party. Fiction said, Dave, is there a list of your books in one place? No, but I can give it to you. Listen, Gary said, $5 super chat said, good morning, Dave. My family and I rock with you. Thank you, Gary. I really appreciate that. And where's your family from? Thank you so much. Kivo said, I'm not a tether, my brother. My people were slaves in this country. Then why aren't you coming up here? Why are you not following instructions? If you are not, if I'm your brother, why can't you follow your brother's instruction on your brother's platform and bring your behind up here? I don't understand. I don't understand. I do not understand how y'all don't get it. I don't. Because if you've got that much to say, come up here. That's it. Conservatives believe, not necessarily Republicans, but conservatives believe in government governs best that governs least. Get out of our way. The Constitution, if I'm not mistaken, all of those founding documents have things in it that I love, like life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You got to go after your happy. Somebody's just not going to drop happy under your tree like Santa Claus. You got to go after your happy, but y'all won't go after your happy. What you will do is you will sit around and you will complain and you will bitch and you will moan and you will cry and you will blame everybody but yourself in order to make it happen. Tony said all should be able to speak their mind. Glad you did not take their advice. Absolutely. Tony, when you supposed to be here the other day? Because you had a lot to say about black men. Where you at, Tony? You can catch this link too, but we'll appreciate that you here. But nah, come on up. Come on, baby. Come get this smoke. Come on, baby. Come get this smoke. Get your ass up on the cam and give me smoke. That's all. Sixfist said, no, the show is fire. I appreciate this. TZ said, to be honest, I'm more libertarian, but F with more conservative views than liberal nonsense. Libertarians are pretty much conservatives. They just don't like Republicans. And I'm not necessarily that. That Indian actress chick called Kamala an Indian, brother was outed as a true tether. He Indian and put African-American on his app so that he could get scholarships. And I covered that on the show. By the way, for those of you who are new and have come through YouTube, what I want you to do is make sure that you'll check out that playlist, Dave Anderson Morning News, because I make sure I archive all of the shows there. Yep. Prometheus says these clowns won't pay protest for wages, frauds. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Really appreciate that. And that's the thing. Cruz says I'm libertarian. Republicans are statists. Okay, I got you. Grand Rising, brother Dave, standing on the FBA business always. Aaron, appreciate you. My brother's name was Aaron. God rest his soul, man. Whenever I see somebody named Aaron, I smile because I miss my brother a lot. Let's see here. I had to reiterate that for you, my brother. I really appreciate you. Status. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. But my whole thing is, this is the United States of America. I don't think what works, and as a person that's lived in 34 cities in 19 states, I can tell you firsthand what works in Texas don't work in Pennsylvania. What works in LA don't work in Hawaii. What works in Chicago don't work in Philly. What works in Baltimore don't even work in DC. So I think states need there. Okay, Tony has entered the chat. Let's go. What up, Boo-Boo?
Hello.
What's happening?
Nothing much. I just wanted to let you know that I'm not a bot.
I didn't think you were a bot.
Oh, okay. You know.
You didn't show up on Tuesday, so we were a little concerned because you had a lot to say about black men and how black men are abusing black women, and it's the Black Panthers. And so I don't want to misquote you, but please, the floor is yours. So welcome to the Smoke Show. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me have a voice, because I think everybody should have a voice, regardless of what someone says, what they feel about what somebody says. So absolutely. I just wanted to just talk about because I live in Connecticut, and I've been living here since I was 11 years old.
Shout out to Frank Zanu. He lives in Connecticut too. What part of Connecticut are you in? Bridgeport?
Right now I'm in Torrington.
Okay.
But I was raised in New Haven.
Okay. All right.
And so there's a big Black Panther following in New Haven, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm. And so she don't mean Wakanda. She means Black Panthers.
I'm talking about Black Panthers.
Black Panther.
Not the movie, the real shit. And but I was born in North Carolina, Wilson, North Carolina.
Wilson and Oldwell, yep.
And so not only is my family politically powerful, they are religiously powerful, own churches and all those things.
Hallelujah.
Right. So my comment about Black Panthers stems around the connection with the Democratic Party. Because a lot of Black Panthers follow Democrats. A lot of Black liberators, if that's what they want to call themselves, follow the Democratic Party. So my exposure is connecting those two and showing how the Black Panther Party, along with the Democratic Party, Department of Children and Families, police officers, teachers, the local police, if I didn't mention that already, military, were sex trafficking children. And this is something that they don't talk about with the Black Panthers. They hide this information, and they hide how the Black Panthers actually was taking a lot of directives from white people, Jews, Italians, Irishes, and they was all working together. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I am a victim. And I also, my siblings, my mother had 6 kids. She was also, they did the same thing to her. So it's like this generational thing. It's all political. And so they all did the same thing to her. So I recall the earliest time it happened to me when I was around 3-4 years old, waking up in orgies with military men, lawyers, judges. All of these people are involved, and it started in North Carolina. So they was trafficking us in North Carolina. I'm the second of the 6 oldest. They was doing it with my sister. All my siblings, my cousins, they all had us in these orgies when we were like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. And then they transported us from North Carolina to Connecticut. Because by the time I got here to Connecticut, I was about 11, 12 years old. So I supposed to be like down with doing those things, because my sister, who's older than me, she was doing it.
Okay, so real quick, not to cut you off, but I want to try and get some things.
No, help me focus. I don't mind. Ask me questions.
Okay, so we're not talking about like the Huey Newton Black Panthers. We're talking about these new Black Panthers, because ain't no way. No,
we talking about the Huey Newton Black Panthers. My family is associated with them. My father is a leader. His name is George Reethers. And then my mother is Lillian Evans. So my mother was assaulted by George Reeves because she wasn't of age either. So
so then my question is, at what point did anybody call the cops, bring lawsuits, create a sting operation, lawyer up, protest, any of that? What would happen there?
Great question. So when they transferred, so in North Carolina, when my mother, she used and her Black Panther family, they used a lifting weight, and they broke my sister's arm. She's 2 years older than me. So they broke her arm with a weight. And so we went to the hospital. The doctors are involved as well. So I'm just trying to show you the interconnection of all these agencies, government agencies especially. So they broke her arm. They broke her arm with a weight. No hospital stepped in to save us, no DCF, no investigation at all, because of how powerful they was in North Carolina.
So even with that, and again, I used to live in North Carolina, so I know how that network goes. But my question to you is, at what point do we not go above the local jurisdiction to the state, or contact the local FBI office? Because I know for a fact the Black Panthers do not have any connection with the FBI. So I'm trying to understand, how do you let this go? Because I'm pretty sure you're over 18 at this point.
Okay, so I'm getting there. So when they transported us to Connecticut to sex traffic us, that was the main purpose, because I was fighting it. So I noticed, because we lived in Church Street South. I don't know how much you know about New Haven. So we was living in Church Street South, and they did a lot of sex trafficking us there. And so when I went to school, I wrote a letter to the teacher, and I let her know that I saw the girls being sex trafficked. They came, pulled me out the classroom. I was about 11, 12. And I'm telling you this to let you know that how I, as a child, was fighting these people, trying to get authorities involved. And each time the authorities let me down. I was even sex trafficked to somebody from the Chinese Communist Party.
Okay,
And
so whoa. So I get what you're saying, and as a victim of assault myself, I completely understand where you're coming from. It should not happen to kids, and when it happens to boys, especially because my experience was with a woman, who was a family member, and I didn't get a say in that, so I completely sympathize and empathize with that. But my question to you, like my question was to you on Monday, what does that have to do with all Black men?
it's for me, that's what I was trying to say, like, because when it comes to supporting like foundational Black men or the tethers, I can't be a part of. I'm not political, I'm not religious, so I'm not aligned with any political organization or any organization for that matter.
Whoa, time out.
But
Foundational Black Americans are not a political organization. It is a lineage. You either are or you aren't.
I'm a lineage, but at the same time, I feel like if we're going to talk about, I'm on the
and you got to say allegedly for the
wait.
You also have to say allegedly, because I don't allegedly to this whole conversation, because there has not been any, as far as I know, court case, any trial, any charges have been brought up. I have to say allegedly, not because I'm dismantling or discounting your experience, but I have to protect the channel. And like
no,
April
I understand.
Dave just got monetized. Y'all are not going to mess up my bag. Okay,
I understand that, but I did. So I wasn't able to the same thing because again, they protect each other tight here, especially here in Connecticut. They cover up the sex trafficking of kids. So I was.
But hold on, wait. Hold that thought for a second. Let's stay there for a second. This is 2026,
right?
And no matter how much.
Say something.
Okay, go ahead. Sure.
So I was fighting and trying to save. I'm 50. I'll be 53 this year. So I couldn't talk about, because I've tried to report my family at each brothel and each place that they were sex trafficking all of us as a child. So I've been doing this fight for a long time. And the reason why I say, well, if we want to talk about, I understand what people want, reparations and all those things. But my message is to try to go on these platforms and say, well, who is going to speak up for us? People like Black Americans who was harmed by Black Americans and tethers, because the Jamaicans harm me, the Africans harm me, Black Americans. So I'm not, and white people harm me, and religious leaders harm me. So I'm calling out everybody.
Okay, so but here's the thing. You just now brought up white folks. But here's my question to you. This is a twofold question. Number one, it's 2026. We got YouTube. We've got all these people that come in and do investigations for much, much less, who do not live in Connecticut, who are not connected there. Like, at what point do you not take this story beyond where you're going from? And I understand the whole the victim situation, but what does that have to do with what we're trying? Like, those are two separate things. I will give you an example. I am a foundational Black American man. I am Black. I am married to a foundational Black American woman. I have foundational Black American daughters. The woman who took my innocence is a foundational Black American. Am I to hold every single foundational Black American woman responsible for the actions of this woman? Because that, to me, is not only intellectually disingenuous, it's painting with an extremely broad brush, and it's not fair to the millions and millions of foundational Black American women who did not harm me.
No, I don't think you should blame all of them. What I'm saying is that we should shed light on how it's happening, and it continues to happen.
But that's my question. How are you shedding light when you are telling me they're clicked in here and they're clicked in there, and you can't do this and you don't do that, when we have the internet? Hell, we got time to find out whether or not Chile voted for Donald Trump, but we ain't got time to deal with a victim in an age of Me Too and Time's Up and cancel culture. You're trying to tell me that you have no recourse?
No, that's not what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm asking.
Yeah, I did send a letter to Department of Justice.
Okay.
So I am trying to get others to investigate. And a lot of people don't want to talk about what's happening. So it's hard. It's not easy just to say, you know what, let me get my story out. Because I wasn't able to talk about this until 2021. Like,
why?
Because of all the attempts, because my
attempts of what? Because
I'm privy to the illegal activities of them. So it's not just sex trafficking children. It's the forcing the guns being put on the street.
Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly the guns being put on the street. Like I was even forced to be a straw purchaser. That means, you know, when you forced to go buy guns and then you report them stolen, and then
so you're an accessory after the fact.
So
and an unwilling participant in a crime that you're trying to tell me you couldn't call the police and report.
The police are involved in Connecticut. I'm talking about the ones in Connecticut, the New Haven, Connecticut.
So the FBI is involved, the CIA is involved, every other municipality in these yet to be United States is involved. Is that what you're telling me?
What I'm saying to you is the local law enforcement that can, like I also became a DCF social worker in 2018, also trying to get help, because when your state is controlled by a lot of politicians, and right, but if I witness people, there's a fear component because I witness people allegedly unaliven others. So that I have to, like, this a big criminal organization, so it's not that easy, which is why I said I'm skipping over, because I don't I believe the FBI is involved. I believe local police is involved. I definitely know, because when I was 14 years old, when they would rape me at 14 years old and was trafficked allegedly, and also to someone from the Chinese Communist Party allegedly, and the police came to the house, and I'm 14 years old, and they even slammed a guy that raped me on a car, but the police didn't give me a rape kit. The police didn't take my statement. I didn't get a court hearing, nothing. It was all washed. So that's what I'm dealing with. So when I became a DCF,
before we get there, real quickly, so you're 53 now, so we're talking 31 years ago or so.
I said it started at around 3-4 years old, allegedly.
Okay, so 41 years ago. Do you currently have a therapist?
Yes, I'm in therapy right now. Okay, I'm in therapy. I'm not working because because I didn't know, like, it's hard to try to find help with all the information. Like, I'm giving you the shortened version because I know I'm on social media. I'm giving you the short version. So it's difficult. So I became a DCF social worker because I said there has to be some way that I can get help with what I know about them raping, allegedly sexually assaulting children right now. Like allegedly Rosa DeLaura is involved. Rosa DeLaura, when they was sex trafficking us in Church Street South, and she's a politician. She's a Democratic politician. She used to meet with my mother when they was sex trafficking us in Church Street South in New Haven. So I'm like, she needs to be investigated, which is the reason why I sent it.
You got to stop saying the R word too.
Oh, okay, allegedly.
You gotta say grape. You can't say the R word.
Okay, I'm trying to get used to this because I want to be.
Yeah.
So
and that's the thing.
If I say some words that I'm not supposed to say.
No, I'm with it. But here's my thing to you, right? A couple of things. First, we have not addressed the fact that earlier in this show, I played a clip of an old woman who said that she was taken advantage of by lawyers, so on and so forth. And then I played the information from the lawyers. That happened out in LA.
Right.
I'm in Pennsylvania. This is not a situation. And when you say, you got to say essay, you can't just say assault.
Yeah, no, I'm trying.
No, I understand. But y'all not going to get me demonetized. But what I'm saying is, no, you are trying to succeed, but it's okay. What I need you to understand is a lot of this sounds, not that I don't believe what you're saying, because I can understand how it's plausible, but a lot of this sounds like you have not taken it to the hill. Saying I wrote a letter that, I'm like, and then it's like you're getting on these platforms. Where is the documentation for all the things that you say happened?
And that's why I trying to reach out. I was trying to reach out to like an investigative attorney so that they can help me find all the information. Because like when like I don't even know if the information about the police that I was telling you about when I called the police during one of the essays or the grapes, when I called the police, I don't know if that documentation is still available. That's why I'm trying to reach out for legal representation, investigators to get help.
So you're in Connecticut. Connecticut has a legal aid department,
but they all control. If I'm saying that it's dangerous, and I don't know the lawyers are involved, I don't know who to go to. That's
Edward Snowden put out government documents and then went to Russia. Like, at some point, you got to understand that what you're saying versus what you're doing does not line up.
I don't know what to do. That's the thing.
There's a thing called there's a thing. I'm gonna help you out right now. There's a thing called the Freedom of Information Act. You don't need an attorney to go through the medical records. You don't need an attorney to go through police filings or reports. Freedom of Information Act means that every U.S. citizen can go and look up anything. It's protected under the First Amendment. This stuff is not hard. What I think needs to happen is you need to find someone who can help you from a legal standpoint. And and until such time as you've gone to legal aid and make this happen, especially like you haven't called a Gloria Allred. Like Gloria Allred, come take this case. If not, Lisa, that has nothing to do with anything. Lisa Bloom.
State.
So she was in another state. She came all the way to Pennsylvania to go get Cosby. Like y'all got more excuses than a hooker in church as to why you can't do something instead of taking the absolute most route in order to get it done. Because let me tell you something.
Difficult. I'm just saying that because I'm
everything is difficult. It was difficult me losing 361 pounds. It's difficult being a homeschool dad. It is difficult.
How do you do it when you by yourself? You're like, I'm literally by myself.
Oh, by myself.
I even talk to my therapist. I even ask my therapist what I need to do.
Don't wanna be all by myself.
How do you expose the government if not by contacting the Department of Justice? I contacted the Department of Justice. You would think that they would be interested in.
How have you contacted the news stations?
In Connecticut, you think Connecticut news stations is going
oh
to
my God.
tell a story
There's so many different
news stations?
Bobo, there's so many other places outside of Connecticut that could help you. Like you're either going to want to take the help or not, because right now it's coming
No,
off.
I'm gonna take the help. Oh no, I'm gonna take help. I take help. I'm not gonna turn around. I'm not gonna turn away help.
But I just told you what to do. Like you gotta follow up. You gotta walk in. You gotta call. You gotta email. You sent a letter. Like I can't really listen, man. It's giving cap. It's giving cap.
Giving cap if I said I emailed the Department of Justice. How's that giving cap? You don't just email the Department of Justice on some BS.
Wait.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You don't reach out to the Department of Justice if you're lying.
People do it all the time.
Not me. Not me, because
here's the thing.
If I'm saying allegedly Rosa DeLauro, why would I put that on that lady?
I don't even know who that lady is, but
he is a politician, a Democratic politician in Connecticut.
He's a Democratic politician, and you ain't go to the Republicans and say, "Hey, this is what this woman did."
We don't even know who the damn Republicans is in here because they let the Democrats run shit in Connecticut. The Republicans have no damn say in Connecticut at all.
But they could go to the RNC and start moving things. You got a problem for every solution. And at some point, you got to realize that maybe it's you. Maybe your approach isn't working.
Maybe it is me because I don't know who to go to, where to go to, and then there's that.
Wait. You wasn't scared enough to come up here, so I ain't trying to hear that. Number one. Number two, did I not just give this woman a myriad of things that she could do? And every time I said something, did this woman not tell me she can't do it? I'm calling cap. I gotta call cap on this. This is a cap alert right now. But I appreciate it. Listen, I'm not capping. I'm not capping. You are Captain America right now.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. But I appreciate you coming up.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. No. Immediately, no. Not at all. Can we stop? She Cruz says she's showing her face and all like Rolly, but on why we can't get reparations. What does her being assaulted allegedly have to do with the debt that foundational Black Americans are owed in this country? Well, it's the Black Panthers and the white people and the Lilliputians and the Munchkins from Munchkin lands and the Monchichis and the Care Bear cousins. Wait, what? Prometheus with the $5 super chat said, imagine abandoning melanated men but asking for our support. GTFOH. Yeah, listen. I don't get it. You know, I agree with that, Captain Caveman. Absolutely. But these folks out here are crazy. Prometheus said, Panthers are never changing anything in politics. Stop blaming Whitey for your failures. Absolutely. I don't get it. These clowns won't protest for wages. This is what I'll be trying to tell y'all. I will give her this. At least she came up here. A lot of y'all was talking real crazy in the comments, but wouldn't come up here. A lot of y'all was talking real crazy in the comments, but wouldn't come up here. All right, let me get you out of here. But yeah, again, Tony's in the comments again. Not all are grapists, but a lot are. Okay, we get it. We get it. We get it. What you gonna do? I don't understand with this being a Me Too cancel culture type of situation that you just wouldn't go and tell your story. They would not be able to move if it was me. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all talk a good game, but when it comes down to it, y'all ain't really about that life. Chris said, is she talking crazy in the comments here in the room with you, us right now? Yes. Black men want to be leaders, so why not here? We are leaders. And I just told you what to do, and you told me why you did not want to do those things. See, when someone gives you a solution and you don't take that solution, at that point it's you. Captain came in with the $2 super chat, said that's that SSI check she was given. See, I gave you leadership and you rejected it. I gave you solutions and you rejected them. Everybody's in. It's a conspiracy, and there's also a fear factor. I didn't see Joe Rogan or Johnny Knoxville here, so I'm trying to understand where the fear factor goes. Captain Caveman said, I remember her crazy behind. Yeah, what up? FU2's in the building. The lost cause is trending. Says she could literally go to ICE and talk to HSI. That's a fact. Yep. I don't get how folks just. It's really maddening to me. Andrew says she wants someone to do everything for her versus her doing the work to help herself. Exactly. But again, you can't change the energy in the room because all I got to do to reset this situation is to give y'all a little previews of the remix.
Hollywood.
That's all.
The hole in the trunk. Spinning the speech. Power in the cup. Let's go. New Hennessy. Sipping fake legacy. Bathtub green juice. Drunk on celebrity. New Hennessy.
Yeah.
Talking like a deputy. Boss man sleeps, so she running all that.
Look at that bathtub.
New Hennessy. Cackle like it's witchery. 107 days. Still lost in the misery. New Hennessy. Campaign full of trickery. Still got cooked by the orange man publicly. No Hennessy. No Hennessy. Bathtub greens in the cup. Call it history. No Hennessy. No Hennessy. Everybody
she was
in the
speaking
room.
Japanese.
No, it's full of
Let's
cat.
go.
Polish with the teleprompter glow. Big stage smile, but the message moves slow. Boss in the back looking half dead low. So she grabbed the wheel like I guess I run the show. Airhead act, but the knives came out clean. Played dumb in public, whole machine run mean. Every fake laugh hit sharp through the screen like 100 brunch hosted by a campaign fiend. Has slogans, has scripts, has celebrity hugs. Had consultants making PowerPoints, drinking from mugs. Had auntie energy mixed with elite club shrugs. Still couldn't turn applause into actual love. She was drunk on the room, drunk on the lights, drunk on the poles that were lying at night, drunk on that bathtub collard green Sprite, calling it Hennessy.
Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna let y'all see all the Easter eggs for free. You gotta be a YouTube member. But there's Easter eggs in every image.
Talking like a deputy.
There's Easter eggs in every image.
She running all the energy. No Hennessy. Yeah, cackle like it's witchery. 107 days, still lost in the misery. No Hennessy. Campaign full of trickery. Still got cooked by
Yes,
the
PFA,
orange
I
man.
do.
107 days to discover the plan. Still walked on stage like y'all know who I am. Whole roll out, shaky all vibes, no grams, no weight in the words, just jazz, hands and glam. Every interview sounded focus group built. Every answer came wrapped in consultant silk. Every hardball question got tap dance quick. Then that laugh flew out like a broomstick skit. She wanted the crown, wanted cameras, wanted praise, wanted history, overnight microwave fame. Wanted voters to ignore that the map looked strange. Wanted magic from slogans that all fell spray. Now she's still in the mirror like, how'd I lose? Girl, maybe folks got tired of the costume juice. Maybe fake conviction got a strange perfume. Maybe orange beats, aqua when the room says boo.
No hit, bass knock, smile wide, brain fog, hands wave, head nod.
Whole campaign ran on pretty stage drive.
No hit, bass knock, laugh loud, gridlock, boss lead, sheep plot. Still went down when the red lights pop.
Indo Hennessy. sipping fake legacy.
Backed up green juice.
Drunk on celebrity.
New Hennessy.
Talking like a deputy.
Boss man sleep, so she running all the energy.
Hey.
New Hennessy.
Cackle like it's witchery. 107 days, still lost in the misery.
New Hennessy.
Love it.
Champagne full of trickery. Still got cooked by the orange man publicly.
New Hennessy. Cup full of vanity.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. For those of you who said that y'all needed the link to become a YouTube member, to become a member of the damn army, I just put the link right there. You better become a YouTube member. Be a damn member. Be a member of damn, and y'all gonna get these tracks first. I'm dropping 960 today. So again, when I tell y'all this album is incredible, the thing of it is when I put the tracks up for the YouTube members, it's not the finished track. It's the finished track without all the ad-libs and all the samples. And of course, we haven't shot the videos yet. And then I'm still waiting for a couple of features to come through. But this is going to be what that is. Y'all listen, that Hindu Hennessy go hard in the paint. Listen, I'm hoping everybody rocks the Hindu Hennessy. Yeah, I mean, between Hindu Hennessy, lemon power bottom, iPad cheeks, it's going to be crazy. Listen, hold on. Let me see here. Bridget says, what up, Bridget? How are you? Kamala says, Kamala should rock a natural to show her really black sister solidarity. Stop. What about her sisters? I will say the one sister, she dusting Kamala. I ain't even going to hold you. You know. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Let me see what else we got here. Attorneys can practice in multiple states and sometimes partner with other attorneys to do that. Absolutely. And then they can petition the bar. It's not that hard. But yeah, no, listen. Sean Parker said, I'm digging it. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all better get that membership. Y'all better get that membership. Stop playing. I'm going to do Curry in the bando. I got some. I don't think y'all understand. I'm trying to do like 1 to 2 tracks a week, but now I got to speed it up. This weekend's going to be absolutely insane. Shout out to Cold Crush. He said, stop. Yo, what up, LS? Top off my cup of vanity. Listen, I do what I can. Yeah, it's not that hard. You just get a second chair. Like, to me, I think a lot of times people just want to make excuses. But did y'all get the link? Because I know I put the link up. Let's see here. Prometheus says YouTube's blocking my comments. Definitely don't want that to happen. But yeah, this is the link to join the channel. If you have not joined the channel and become a YouTube member, I don't know what you're doing. But I really appreciate y'all coming through. That is the link. Want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Sean said, off topic, but what are your thoughts on Jasmine lecturing angel mothers? Oh, this is news to me. Let's see here. Let me see what we got here. There's got to be some stuff happening. Oh, we've got video. Let me see here. We're gonna run this and then we're gonna bounce up out of here because y'all got me doing overtime. Oh, for real? Add Streamlabs to bypass you. Y'all are teaching me things. Thank you, Prometheus. Thank you for that $2 super chat. I appreciate that. Really, I do. Crew Realty says, Dave, what about SPLC hiring KKK? FBI director made an entire statement about it. Yeah, I saw that this morning. I didn't have time to do research, and I don't like to talk about things I'm not sure about, but I'm damn sure going to cover that tomorrow. Prometheus, that was a good look right here. But let me go ahead and get to sharing this because this looks interesting. And we're gonna go here. Let me see here. Let's get this popping. We're gonna run this back and we'll put it on the big screen. There we go.
And I could be wrong again because I don't have any kids. But if for some reason it had been a U.S. citizen that ended up harming or killing your child, the pain would still be there. It would still hurt.
All right, y'all. Well, we got the ghetto congresswoman. She's back, but not in a way like she usually is. In this video, the ghetto congresswoman is having trouble finding work. As a matter of fact, come January, she's done. She's unemployed. And she's tarnished her reputation so bad that the mainstream media, they can't bring her on. She's
shout out to this brother. Really appreciate having this link up here. I'm going to make sure I link to the original content as well. I don't like to not give creators their credit because that really pisses me off. I hate it when people take my stuff, right, and don't even tag me in it, but then their channel goes viral off of something I said on another show that went viral for me saying it, who cut a check for me to be there.
Racist against white people. And guess who owns these corporations and most of these law firms, prestigious law firms?
Can we just talk about the I? The I. What's okay, never mind.
That she would like to try to get a job at. The same white people that you call Nazis, you said were racist and called the ugliest names in the book. And what about Latino ran law firms and companies? Well, she said that they were like slaves, especially if they were against illegal immigration and supported Trump. And as far as any of the African-American firms, she embarrassed our people to the point because she was cosplaying as what she thought a soul sister was, wearing big wigs, long eyelashes, and talking like, yes, queen. When at the same time, she avoided acting with some decorum and representing her race proudly. Nope. She wants to talk loud, talk ghetto, and do all of this. Now, not only do we got the ghetto congresswoman begging for a job, we've also got a clip. Just yesterday, this woman had the audacity in a hearing before Congress, angel moms. These are parents who have lost a child to the hands of an illegal immigrant. They came in to testify. And wouldn't you know that this childless, never been married before, husbandless woman had the audacity to lecture angel moms on how they should feel about losing a child, what they should be mad at, and what this is really all about. Not the fact that their heart is broken due to these open border policies the Democrats push. No. No, they're looking at this wrongly. And when you hear it, it's going to blow your mind. But not only that, the angel mom does not sit there and take it. As a matter of fact, she's got a mouthful that she's got to say to Jasmine Crockett. So we're going to check this out. So buckle up, roll with me, and you're going to enjoy this video. So in this first clip, we're going to listen to the ghetto congresswoman tell us about her future plans. And do me a solid. In the comment section, as you listen to this video, when you get to the point that you can tell where she's gaslighting, because I'll point it out after the clip is done, but I want to see how many of you can recognize and catch the gaslight, which shows she has no direction. So I want you to listen to what she says. And when you point out the gaslight in the comment section, just put the time mark and gaslight. And after the clip, I'm going to point out to you where I feel the gaslighting is at. But let me go ahead and get into this clip. Check out the ghetto congresswoman tell us about her future plans, which she has tarnished through her big mouth, her bad reputation. But check this out.
What will you do after your next term? There is no next term. This is the term. So my term ends in January. I'm going to be doing a few things here and there. Some of what I've done as I've been kind of off the radar.
I got to pause something. I saw another, Greg Foreman pointed this out, Black conservative perspective. The sign of a true narcissist. Folks, she is drinking out of a mug with her own face on it.
You know what? I'm not necessarily mad at that. I'm not mad at somebody drinking out of a mug with their own face on it. I'm not. But yeah, like talking crazy to angel moms is wild work. Hold on. Let me see something here. Hold on. Y'all are hitting me with so much. Make sure y'all hit me with critical thinking. So I had to become a YouTube member just to pay for you to see my question. That's pathetic. I didn't say that. When did I say that? There's a lot of people in the chat. I didn't see you send a question and I didn't know you became a member. So like, what are we talking about here? I'm very confused. Are you just here to interrupt? Is this some agency work we're doing here? Like, I'm trying to understand. Like, I don't get it. Oh, wait, James Brown said Crash Out Crockett is possibly a Haitian tether. That wouldn't surprise me. I don't get it. And let me see. Kevin said, Black people, please stop doing the white people job. What is the white people job, Kevin? Can you make that happen? Yo, Drake got an album dropping in May. If I could get Drake on the remix, listen, I don't know. Y'all might grind me up for saying that I'm working with the tether. Y'all hate me working with tethers, even though it's something. James Brown said bootlicking does not come with a retirement package. Who's bootlicking? James? You're not green, buddy. You're not a member. James, again, I got time today, homeboy. So help me understand. Help me understand, James. Come on up here, James Brown. Who's doing a bootlicking? I'm trying to understand where you at, bro. What is we talking about? There's a link. Come on. I had to become a member. Where did you become a member? I'm trying to understand, when did that happen? Tyrone said no, no reparation, no tangible, no vote. Like, they be trying it. Bridget, what's good? If you have not joined the channel, feel free to join the channel. You know, but yeah, no, I'm trying to understand what happened. Where'd he go? Oh, because you just wanted to be disruptive. Got it. You don't have the balls to come up here. You don't even have balls to show your face. That's why you got a daggone football game as your avatar. This is what I'm talking about. This is the nonsensical BS. But y'all are hitting me with so much. I'm trying to catch all these comments. First of all, nobody said, did I call white people the devil? What is we talking about? No, doing that, Prometheus. Let's not even do that. And again, critical thinking is a must. Did you just change your avatar? That's very interesting. Okay, let's see here. Robert says, Dave, are you aware that now former Congressman Sheila Churfis McCormick resigned rather than face expulsion for stealing $5 million in FEMA COVID funds, and she got an $800,000 donation from Haiti? I was not, but we're going to be covering that tomorrow. We're definitely going to be covering that tomorrow. Don't let me forget that we're covering that tomorrow. Sheila, let me see. Sheila's surface. Let's see here. Oh, Sheila. Oh yeah, that looked like a tether. Oh, she got tether mouth. I did not know she got tether mouth, y'all. Y'all ain't see this tether mouth. Look at the tether mouth. That's tether mouth right there. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Hey, look at that. That's tether mouth. Ooh, look at that tether mouth. Look at that tether mouth. Oh, she got tether mouth. This, and look how quickly they airbrushed that tether mouth real cool. This is some catfishing right here. Because what the hell? I'm sorry. If that don't do anything, it definitely deserves a wait. That's that tetherism. Audacity falling off the bone, people. That's what that is. Filters, man. Filters is going to change your whole life. That's what I tell people. That's it. Chaos says Jasmine Crockett is not a tether. Must of the content creator already confirm that? Okay, so Jasmine Crockett's not a tether. Cool. Thank you for the update there, Chaos Rain. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't buy the BS the Democrats sell us. Absolutely. Yeah, no, just making sure we're clear on that, because that could have been taken one of two ways. That's why I asked. Captain K-Man said they all know they stealing and afraid Trump won't blow up their spots. Yeah, she got away with a bag and a bag. Y'all can't make this up. Oh, well, people, I have music to record. I got an album to promote. I got stuff to do. I don't know if she's a tether or not. But no, tethermouth. Trending right now. Hashtag tethermouth. Uh-oh. Critical thinking is a must, says. No. Don't make a video. Bring your bitch ass up here. Don't make a video. Talk right now. No. Cancel. No. Come on up here right now. That's all I want you to do. Before we go, there's the link. Come on up here. Please don't talk greasy in the comments. Talk right now. Listen, I'm like T-Pain. Talk to me. I'll talk back. Let's talk tethers. I'll talk that. You're a punk. Come on up. But you want to be in comments talking tough. I'm waiting. Hit that link. Waiting for you. You won't show up because you ain't got proof. Tethermouth. I'm about to make a song called Tethermouth. How y'all want it? Y'all want like a futuristic flow? Y'all want trap? Y'all want an R&B joint? How you want me to make Tethermouth? How do y'all want me to make? What kind of vibe are we doing for Tethermouth? No, we still waiting. We're still waiting for Sassy Pants to come hit the link. Come on. Oh, forget it. I'll make a video. Bitch assness. Sorry, I'm allergic to bitch assery. The critical thinking is a must. If critical thinking is a must, then give us your critical thinking. I will give you my platform like Oprah gave Iyanla Vanzant. Where are you? Come on. That's what I'm talking about. The Sassy Patrol. The Sassy Patrol is everywhere. Oh, wow. Fiction said, try an Afrobeats version of Tethermouth since they like that. Oh, so y'all want me to go Burner Boy on them. Y'all want Afrobeats with the Tethermouth? That's kind of dope. That's kind of dope. I think we're going to do Tethermouth with Afrobeats. Yeah. Hey, listen, I got my pencil. Okay. Tethermouth. Hold on. No, I'm writing the notes. And it's going to be Tethermouth, M-O-U-F, Tethermouth. Afrobeats. Okay, listen, we're going to get in the lab. Hey. Gonna have to get, listen, if Chris Brown can do it, I can do it, right? That's what it is. Yep. Tethermouth, mouth so tether, looking real weird in your grill. That's 'cause you're a tether. Tethermouth is crazy. Oh, I love y'all. I love y'all. Listen. Killmonger My Hero says, yo, that's dope because it would be a reverse cosplay while disrespecting like they do. Prometheus said, bust out some more lyrics. I got an entire album called Chill Music. I'm going to need y'all to cop it. The Tether MDs. Y'all know me, Black Alpha, Ant CEO, and Tariq Nasheed got a group. We're called the Foundationals. I'm joking. We ain't got no group. Oh, tonight. If I don't do nothing else, I need y'all to know the men's table tonight is going to be absolutely insane. I'm going to need y'all to pull up on the men's table. We're doing a show called The Threat of Violent Men. We're going to be talking about the situation that took place a couple of days ago with this crazy man that done did some nonsense. So, of course, you know, Darwin McPherson, myself, Jeff St. James, and the legendary Miss Mumia Obsidian Ali. We're going to be there. Yeah, no. Listen. Yo, let me tell you something. I don't consider Thames a tether. I consider Thames not foundational. I believe she's an African woman. I love Thames. I ain't even going to hold you. I ain't going to act like I don't love Thames. Thames is great. Just absolute greatness. Period, point blank. Just greatness. Thames is, yeah, no, that's tonight. Yes, Teasy, that is tonight. I see Critical didn't come up in here. Tethermouth. That's what it is. Art Game said, what you need? What you got? I love y'all so much, man. Y'all have made this a blessing for me and my family, for me to be able to be home and just create content. And we're going to be rebuilding the studio over the next couple of months because it won't be this setup. We got a whole new setup we're working on. So I'm excited about that. Yes, indeed. And Prometheus says, as a member of the Brotherhood of Men, I approve. Yes, I need that. L. Roberts said, Dave, I got to head out. By chance, do you have an email address where I can email you, get a viewpoint meantime, and keep putting boots to asses, RKOs, and bionic elbows? Last thing, Ric Flair auto-tune. I did Ric Flair already. If you go wherever you buy music, look up Dave Anderson, the Business Bully. You will see I got a track with the Nate. Let me see here. Damn, I was doing something. What was I doing? That damn middle age done kicked in again. That boy ADHD is undefeated. Let me see. Here we go again. You still have not come up here. but you talking greasy in my comments. No disrespect, brother, but you just prove you're missing the point. Both parties know the history and still do nothing. Stop begging for money. I'm not begging for money. The problem that you're not understanding, because you are suffering from level 5 bitchassery, is that because you won't come up here, I can't address you. So I have to address you like this, sir, ma'am. And it's Black people for the past 60 plus years have voted one way overwhelmingly from 80 to 95%. And we have gotten nothing to show for that vote that specifically addresses the wanton needs of foundational Black Americans. So I'm not going to the person that hasn't done anything for me, who never promised to do anything for me, and begging them to do something for me. I'm going to the people that for 60 years, remember what Sassy Pants Yellow Cake said? You know, if you haven't invested, we have invested. So I'm going to make a new song called Stop Begging and Get a Real Business. Ho, I got a real business. It's pimping your mom. That's my business. My business is making clear heels for your thought pocket sister. That's my business. My business is proving that you're so scared of me that you won't face me directly and come up here and talk to my audience. You flee like most tethers flee. That's what you are. So you want to talk about critical thinking? Your critical thinking ass ain't even come up here. Please sit down. Please sit down. I know your bussy cheeks probably hurt from getting tapped when you grab your ankles, but please sit down, sweet cheeks. Yeah, unfortunately, people like to follow substitute teachers that were backed up by Steve Stout. So again, I don't have time. You know, again, I'm not taking anything. By the way, on behalf of the chat, thank you for the super chats. Appreciate you, Prometheus. Listen, apparently that sassy tether's not coming up here, and like Donna said, he's a critical punk. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Donna, I thought you was a member too. I ain't think you was a member. We got powder, no murk for the Democrats. See, apparently you're not picking up. We're not debating tonight. You had an entire smoke show to come up here. And by the way, I'm doing the men's table tonight. You don't dictate anything around here, partner. You want to do tonight because you haven't done enough research to even come close to my intellectual fortitude. So instead of bringing your ass up here because you was talking greasy, now you want to set up a debate. You could have just come on a smoke show right now, but you won't. But you won't, because you soft and you sappy. Yeah, no, Donnie, you're not a member. I don't know what happened unless you got an extra account. But that's the thing. You want to debate tonight. I'm debating you tonight. I debate my peers. All others I teach. You don't even have the decency to come up here when evoked on a smoke show. But you want to talk in my comments. That tells me everything about you. I can smell your pink panty thong from here. Debating. Most of them do. That's why most of them run. That's why Roland Martin ran from me. That's why Roland Martin ran from Vince Everett Ellison, but he wanted to sit up there and disrespect a young man like King Randall, who's doing something for Black people and teaching them the importance of, I don't know, a little thing called physical fitness. Rolly. Yeah, they want to put a strip together. They got to get themselves in a tether mouth huddle so they can come up with the play. That's what they do. Bunch of run the play Negroes. Get on my C. Terry, thank you for being a YouTube member and thank you for the $20 super chat. I appreciate that. Donna, I love that term, critical punk. Make sure you guys become a member if you have not gotten the membership yet. I'm going to put the link and I'm going to make sure that I tell you guys to do it. I'm also going to put it in the description, so I'll make sure that happens too. And thank you to all my early adopters. Really appreciate y'all. Really appreciate everybody who has come through. It means absolutely everything to me. And I want you to understand that we're going to continue to grow and build this thing out. It's Robert said, word on the street that Roland had to go on vacation and have a filler do his show yesterday. Oh, I'm sure. What up, Brandon? Said Dave Anderson, good to see you. Good to see you, for real. Yo, Cole Crush, thank you for being a member. Salute. Says, you got to get King Randall up here for real. I'd love to see that. Oh, my man, King Randall, I'm making that call today. Still talking crazy. I see the end happening, but you haven't answered my serious questions. You haven't asked them. Come on up here, ask your questions. I'll answer anything you have right now. Come up here. Ooh, LS. Said Dave, stop the cat. Rolling farting ain't never ran. That is true. That is true. He's never ran. Well, I don't know. He might have wilded his way to go to corral. You're closing. Wait. I gotta get to the buffet. I appreciate it. So yeah, again, I appreciate y'all for coming. Thank you so much. And yeah, no, a lot of these folks, that's all they do is they flee. But I'm so happy that y'all are here. Thank you so much for being here. I will check y'all out tomorrow. We're going 5 days a week. Please do me a favor and send this out to 10 friends. We have to grow this channel. We're on our way to 100,000 subscribers. When we get to 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving out amazing gifts and prizes to the audience, right? And that's it. Prometheus said, before we grow, I will match the next donation. So whoever makes the biggest donation, Prometheus said he'll match it. That's it. Not tethers of a feather stick together. I'm writing that down. Power players. That's pretty. Feather. Stick together. Oh, somebody hit me with an idea, and I wanted to bring it to you before we got out here. Why do I need to give you my email? You could come up here right now. If you were actually a member, you'd have it. Wait. You got to jump in his ass. You got to jump in his ass. They enrolled in his. You got to jump in his ass. You got to jump in his ass. Jump in. Of course, he's give me your email. Again, you're trying to dictate how this goes. My email is readily available. Click the link in my bio. The same way that you can't come up here is the same way I'm not going to do your work for you. He said the fact that we writing that down so quickly was hilarious. No. Listen, this is my idea envelope. That's it. I get so sick of y'all. Really, I do. I appreciate that. So apparently that was the last super chat, because folks don't want to match the super chat, and that's cool. I ain't mad at that. That was a good look though, Prometheus. Appreciate that. Of course, they're always scared. 100. But yeah, man, I'm in overtime. It's time for me to roll. I got stuff to do. L. Robert said, I found your email in the link to your bio. Yeah, it's not that hard. But again, when you don't want to put forth effort, that's what tethers do. They want to make sure everything does this. And Prometheus said, please support this, brother. I do appreciate it. You know, the support means absolutely everything, because I'm doing this full time for you, because there's a lot of information. There's a lot of things that people are not talking about. Yep. So somebody plucked that weed out the grassroots. I know that's right, TZ. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much here. Really appreciate that thing. I don't know what that is, Power Players Magazine, because I can't see it. All right, so unless it's already in the works, then never mind. What's in the works? So start a label, Dave, and do Saturday show for producers and artists. I have a label, but show for producers. They're gonna tell y'all I'm not focused. See? Producers and artists. Listen, that's what it is. No, he ain't gonna hack me. But no, that's good. That's good. I love that. But yep. Prometheus says, I'll say it, we'll never support our people. No, you all support the people who the mainstream is already supporting. That's what happens. Y'all support the people the mainstream is already supporting, and those of us who have to get it out the mud, y'all say we paid agents, but I'm still waiting for the check. Like people say, oh, you on Donald Trump's payroll? How? Do you understand the house I would have if I was on Donald Trump's payroll? How? Oh my God. L. Robert said $100 super chat. Damn. Damn. Wow. Thank you. Oh, Robert, I appreciate that. Damn, that was big right there. Go to my iPad. Said, keep the foot on the gas pedals. We'll definitely be in touch. On the son of a former state senator here in Albany, Georgia. We got to talk. That's why I left the Democratic Party. Congratulations. God knows. All right. That was $100 super chat. Prometheus said he's going to match it. Teasy out here. Teasy is the sergeant at arms. Teasy's like, match it. I want the Nicki Minaj gold card, even though I'm a foundational Black American. I would love the opportunity for the president to pay me for what I'm doing for free, for what I'm doing for a handful of super chats. Dave Anderson's a phenomenal African American. I mean, they say foundational. They say foundational. I think it's foundational. You did a good job. You didn't do it by yourself, but you did a good job. Terry said, no, wait. What are we waiting for? Prometheus, where you at? Prometheus, where you at? You said you'd match it. You said you matched it. We're waiting on you. Where's that $100 bill? Matching the super chats. Matching the super chats. Where you at, Prometheus? I don't know, L. Roberts. I don't know if Prometheus is going to do that. Oh, he said we stand 10 toes here in the grassroots. And if bro don't match it, I'll match it Friday. First thing I jump in the chat. Well, let's start the clock at 5 minutes. Let's give Prometheus 5 minutes to match it because he said he's going to match it because we don't never support. I don't know. I don't know. See, Terry said, no, wait, what are we waiting for? Talk to me. What are we waiting for? Thank y'all for the support. It really means a lot, for real, because I can't do this without y'all. Uh-oh. 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 C. Terry said, I'm Silky Smoothie Inc. We spoke briefly. We'll hit you soon. I don't remember, but I appreciate it. The $50 super chat. I mean, oh. Ooh. Damn. Wait. Man, thank you so much. Oh, Prometheus said, what's the Cash App? Cash App is dollars. It's on the thing, but I'll put it up again. Cash App is $, the business bully. That is the Cash App. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Damn, I really appreciate y'all are really coming through, man. B1 for real. Listen. Who you talking to? No name X7G? Who? No. Prometheus says I'll match. Oh, Prometheus says he's gonna match it via the Cash App. Well, we're gonna see. In the meantime, before we go, no name X7G. No name X7G. Come on up. Who a scammer? Come on. Come on. And Cash App is running on the bottom of the screen. It is for just that reason. Come on, y'all. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all want to keep talking trash, but y'all won't come up here. I'm trying to understand. I don't see y'all. Where y'all at? You said wait to send that. No, I got you. Yeah, they're never ready for the smoke. They're never ready for the smoke. What is lunchroom table practice? Are we beating on the tables? Talk to me. Let me see here. Why do you believe Republicans or Democrats are going to give Black Americans FBA's reparations when neither party has shown a clear legal, political, financial plan to do it? I believe that they're not going to do anything until we force them to do it. Just like we force them to integrate, just like we force them to fund HBCUs, just like we force them for the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. But why are you talking in my comments and not on the stage? Because I'm smelling bitch. That's it. That's all. Prometheus said, give me a minute. Yeah, they're never ready for the smoke. And that to me is a sin and a shame. But again, I really appreciate y'all. I got to check something real quick because I've been working. But we out here working. Listen. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm multitasking. Y'all got me up here for damn near 3 hours. Ain't that something? That's how much I love y'all. Yeah. So anyway and anyhow. So we've been talking about no check, no vote again. Yeah, Critical Punk ain't coming up. Lunchroom snaps, 80s and 90s style. Yeah, absolutely. Teasy said, we're not worried about you till you come up to the stage. Show your face, my boy. He won't. Lakidia is necessary. Very necessary. Appreciate your contributions. Thank you, Aaron. Really appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody who gave super chats. I want to shout out all my super chatters today. Big shout out to C Terry B1. Really appreciate that. Silky Smoothie, make sure you hit me. I appreciate that. I also want to say thank you to L. Roberts. Thank you to Prometheus. Yeah, Prometheus was super chatting, little like every last one. Captain Caveman, appreciate you. Prometheus again. Lots of Gary, who became a YouTube member. Fiction, thank you so much. Captain Caveman again. Shout out to the Rational Antagonist, Coach Creole, Rational Antagonist, C. Terry, Bernard, DJ Freshmaker, Power Players Magazine, and TZ. Really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the support. Here we go with this. Still talking. What's your actual plan? Legislation, this, that, and the third. You can read it in the Real Black Agenda, therealblackagenda.com. You can go ahead and get it. So that's it. I'm not answering anything else until you come up here. And again, we'll hold over the smoke show tomorrow. If you want some tomorrow, you can definitely come get some. Prometheus says, here I come. We just holding out to make sure that Prometheus is being honest. That's the only reason we're here right now. Because when we hear that Cash App, then we're ready to go. When I just hear that Cash App bling, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, Drake got an album coming out May 15th. I know y'all don't like Drake because Kendrick Lamar told y'all not to like him. Sent the link to what? The link to what? What is you talking about, boy? Hi, Dave. I'm a chicken shit who won't come up and talk to you on your smoke show, but I want to try to dictate how I'm going to move on your show. I am full of bitch assery. I believe that beet juice makes it so that I can have a menstrual cycle. That's the only email I see here from you. Is there something else? Oh, wait a minute. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? He said, you waiting on Nas. I got to talk about that. I'm trying to get Nas on the show. See if we can make that happen. Prometheus, you did keep your word. Thank you so much for the $100 super chat. That's big right there. SPLC has to be addressed as a major double cross by the Demon Rats. Boomers will be butthurt. We are going to cover it tomorrow. Damn. TZ said, man of his word, and I'm going to drop 100 on Friday. I fuck you, my boy. I'll shoot right back. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Thank y'all so much, man. For real. Like, clapping it up. Really appreciate that. Man, listen. And that's one thing I don't think y'all see. Y'all don't see Roland Martin thinking his members. He's so worried about getting the money because, the Democratic Party spent lots of money. And what wound up happening is he only got 300,000. So jump in his head. Yo, that's it. I really appreciate y'all. Uh-oh. Alonzo said, brother, I got 1/5 of that match. You ain't never alone. FBA, listen. Y'all don't understand, man, because it's a lot. Because again, I'm taking a loss being here because I can make 10 grand doing a speaking engagement. Somebody said Dave need to be in the booth with vocals. I am in the booth. The album comes out May 1st. It's called I almost called it Tether Trap Music. It's called Shill Music. It's going to be out. Thank you so much. So got to keep the motion going. Put my donation to your put my donation to your book rollout. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Rolling sound like he about to lay an egg. Ugh. Shill music. Y'all already know the album is called Shill Music. It will be out Friday, May 1st. I will be doing pre-orders. I'm thinking about getting something pressed up like a vinyl and getting the vinyls pressed. If y'all want to pre-order those, we can definitely talk about that. I'm going to have a whole rollout for you guys tomorrow about that, but let me get the hell up on out of here. I'm late. But thank y'all so much. I really love y'all. Thank you so much. Make sure that you'll reach out to me. Y'all know how to do that. C. Terry, really appreciate you. Again, Silky Smoothie. I don't remember speaking to you, but I'm appreciative, and I'm appreciative to everybody who super chatted. Thank you so much. It's been an amazing show. Thank you for being here for the Smoke Show. Thank you for rocking with what I'm doing so much, and it makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much. You said rolling old humpback ass. You know, it is a brand new genre. It is a brand new genre because what I'm doing is I'm taking political punditry and I'm tying it to trap music and R&B and Afro beats and a little bit of yacht rock. I think I'm gonna do a yacht rock track. But I don't know what I'm gonna do it on. I should probably do it on. I should do a yacht rock track called Allies and talk about the pink-haired white woman. Oh, that's going down. Yacht rock, Allies, purple hair, libs. Yeah, man, I love Christopher Cross. Yo, what up, Meek? Shout out to Mika. Hey, Mika, you ain't see these super chats pop off, and I did it without you being up here rapping. Oh, what happens? Once FBA hits wax, it's a wrap. Them tellers better watch out. Listen, I promise you. Stage show gonna be crazy. Also, I got a major announcement. I might drop the major announcement in the membership chat before I drop it anyplace else. Yeah, no, I'm on it right now. Believe that. Love you, Mika. L. Roberts, thank you so much. Just sent you an email. Meantime, look forward to the next segment. Let next time go Super Saiyan. Y'all about to make me power up, man. When I tell y'all, like, no, we're gonna do it. We're gonna run it back tomorrow. Yo. Real quick before I go, I want to shout out to Van Hall. My dude Van Hall, aka LFR family. This man for the past couple of years, like, Dave, you need to go hard on YouTube, man. You'll kill it. You know, you'll get the monetization. I said, bro, ain't nobody trying to hear me on YouTube. I was wrong, Van. I was wrong. You were right. I'm going to call you. Again, thank you to everybody support me. Aside from that, you know, I'm on TikTok battling liberals. So if y'all not following me on TikTok, what y'all doing? You know, Van is the homie. Van introduced me to Mika. Van is that work, man. So shout out to Van Hall. Teasy, one more thing before you go. Speaking of Super Saiyan, why do Japanese people look at us like we're Super Saiyan? They're scared of us for what? LOL. I've seen them on Twitter earlier this week. Here's the thing. Tomorrow's going to be Conspiracy Thursday. Hate to break this to y'all, but we the aliens. I'm gonna just leave it there. It's a real talk. All bullcrap aside, this is battle good and evil serious. We dodged a hell of a bullet with 2024 election. Yes, we did. Why is somebody named Van always the coolest, honest mother effer ever? Yo, and he is. Even my wife be like, you know what? Van has really good skin. I'm like, yeah, nah. Tomorrow it's up. We talking conspiracies, conspiracy theories, the whole night. Somebody up on it. Art Game Stone is up on it. Listen, TikTok handle, The Business Bully. The Business Bully. Absolutely. I like brand consistency. You know, the problem with me is I'm always evolving. Because next thing you know, I'm going to be that damn Dave. But in the meantime, in between time, I got shill music to write because y'all, look, I had to get a whole new idea envelope. This is, no, listen, this is produced by the people. What I should do is what Tariq do. Tariq be putting up, not GoFundMe's, but what do you call those things? Oh, y'all, the crowdfunding thing. Kickstarters. I need to do a Kickstarter for the album. Vitramite or saying race, or would you rather be Kryptonian? The thing about being Kryptonian, I like being Kryptonian simply because, you know, we get our powers from the sun. Come on, that's it. Del Monte said, if we African, it ain't been the same since we left. He's like, we're the Venturemites. Hello, we invincible. A lot of them got wiped out by a disease. Isn't that telling? Anyway, listen, we could be here all damn day. I'm so grateful. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for believing in me like I believe in you. And Mika said, I'm just from a different timeline. No, I understand. Me too. It's called the Davy verse. Yeah, we are the real Kryptonians. Yeah, they based Superman off us. Absolutely. We need to bring disco back. Yeah, I'm gonna eat at like 1 o'clock. But I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Oh, we're gonna have a comic debate. Listen, tomorrow's gonna be a crazy show. Yeah. No, we going all the way in, and that's another thing. Yesterday, I debated a kid who was born. Wait for this, y'all. And then I'm leaving. I promise you. I debated a kid who was, and I use the term debate loosely, who was born in 2007. And he wanted to tell me that the DC universe is better than the Marvel universe. He said, can't nobody in your universe beat Superman? And I just said, Doctor Strange could wipe Superman like that. Scarlet Witch could wipe Superman like that. What is you talking about? Superman is impervious to everything except for kryptonite and magic. But again, we had that conversation tomorrow. Much love to y'all. Vegeta is dope. Yeah. Goku a biatch. I love it here. Mika, I'm gonna let you live. All it takes to beat Superman is prep time. That's it. That's all. That's it. Well, thank you. Anyway, unless you're talking about Val-Zod. If we're talking about Val-Zod all day, you know what I mean? Val-Zod, dope Superman. All right, y'all. Love y'all. See y'all next time. Make sure that you go out here and give a damn. Peace.
Get on. Get your mind right. Real talk, no fluff, no sidelines. We outside, bring the truth to the sunrise. DAM, yeah, we coming at the right time. Dave Anderson, morning news. Like Hook Media. Morning media just got dangerous.